Bye. I got them. I just need more tape.
Okay, and then we got linen on linen on linen, yo. What's happening? I can't hear anything. I can't hear a thing.
The shorts look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got the hairiest fucking legs on the planet.
That's great. It's very manly.
You know, it's so funny in when you
I can
get
hear you
into
guys.
first team, for some reason we just shave all our
Can you hear them, Gray?
I can now.
Yeah.
Zan, how are you, beautiful lady? How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, my beautiful angels?
Oh, I'm in linen, man. I must be happy. I must be living a good quality of life if you're wearing linin. Are you ready for your
We're
busy
in the
day, girl?
Hamptons.
You got a lot of fitness today. Hey, what fitness are you doing? Are you spinning or is
I'm spinning.
Carissa's spinning?
I was gonna say, thank God,
spinning.
Carissa's doing most of it. All I know, I have one. Do I have
I
one
took one for
fitness
the team.
segment?
But now, what were you doing the other day with your
One.
skincare
Thank
and
you,
your
Carissa.
fitness in the same segment?
That was crazy.
Sana, Graham, no. No, never again.
No, but I suppose it's a good way.
I was literally going to tell someone that girl was dying, trying to tell us about fifth generation. I bombed on Abantu
Oh,
with
but the skin was
Clarence.
glowing. I can hear. Thank you. Carissa, can you hear?
I can hear.
I mean, thank you,
Carissa, can
Graham.
hear?
I can hear.
Seconds to left, guys. From the silence, everyone.
I'm just saying that little baby was dying, trying to tell us about the Clarence while she was doing fitness.
Oh.
Yes.
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, and yes, it is a stunning morning, an absolutely great one, because it is a Health Tuesday on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And today in particular, we're working out in both Cape Town and out in Jersey. Zanele, I'm sorry to be the bearer of good or bad news. I don't know how you're feeling this morning in terms of moving the body.
You know what, babe? Luckily, I've actually started, going back to gym, but it's only been 2 weeks, so things haven't been, 100% theirs yet. So it's good and bad news at the same time. How are you feeling, Carissa?
You know what? Unlike you, I have not been in the gym for a minute, so I am so excited to get the blood flowing. I think I'm going to be doing a spinning exercise, which I've heard is so good for your cardiovascular health. So let's burn some calories. Let's get the sweat going. Actually, the glow, because, you and I, we glow. We don't sweat.
That's right, girl. That's right. I love it for us. We're all about the glow and anything that helps us to glow. And you know what? As much as you can hate gym and the huffing and puffing and all of those things, it always allows us to just, look and feel our best. So I'm here for it. Let's get into it, baby love.
Yes, let's absolutely do it. I don't know if you saw, but we just saw you exercising on screen right now, and you're looking so good, girl. I see those guns, okay?
My sister, I am trying. It's difficult, but my trainer, he is making me do the most. He's actually, we can say he's torturing me a little bit, but it's for my greater good, so it's all right. And this is why today I'm like, let's do it, because I also think we're going to be doing it in a fun way.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see us both getting down. But for now, we're not alone. Yes, the girlies are in studio, but Mr. G-Man is standing by. And from fitness, we're talking all things fashion. I think you got to help him choose a look today.
I feel absolutely useless and helpless this morning. The ladies are taking on all the fitness challenges. So I've dodged that bullet. Now I need people to help me get dressed. But I really do need some help because I've got two amazing outfits to choose from. So good morning. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. Great to connect with you. And we're going to have a whole lot of fun over the next 3 hours. But yes, the ladies are indeed right. I do need help choosing. Why? Because I actually love both of these looks. So let's start here with something, I'm going to call it kind of dressed down, dressed up. It's a beautiful, bloomin' beautiful shirt. It's the linen cotton blend, which is a little bit lighter, perfect for the change in season. Lovely straight leg jeans. Then we've got our faux leather sneakers at the bottom. And I like the sneaker shape on those, just slightly different. Lots of little touch points that speak to me there. Then we move over to the next option, lightweight linen shorts, which I think are perfect for the change in season. And they also kind of elevate the short style a little bit. Then we've got another beautiful linen blend shirt. I like the stripes with the layering of the color. And then, of course, they never go out of fashion. White sneakers, absolutely beautiful. I can see something that shines out of both of them, something that I absolutely love. I can't choose. You're going to have to do it for me. Head over to the Expresso socials and use that hashtag styled by Woolies, and please help me choose on this Tuesday because I've got a lot of very important things to deal with this morning. I can't be wasting time choosing my clothes, but I would be happy with both. So absolutely no pressure. But when I say starting the conversation, let's start that conversation right now, ladies. What are we chatting about on the socials this morning?
Graham, you know what? I actually cannot choose myself as well. Normally, I'd have an opinion, but I know that they both look so good on you. So this is why Expresso family need to go and help Graham out, please. But right now, I also need you to help us out because we always love hearing from you on the social media streets. Hashtag Expresso Show, as well as on the WhatsApp line 063-408-8863. This is for our good morning post, right? Because we love to have that conversation just to get our morning going, right? And now I want you to go onto social media and to tell us what are those fitness goals that you are looking to smash out this week. They could be absolutely anything. I know that for me, if you ask me, it is literally just making it to the gym because I've been terrible over the last couple of months. But right now, in this moment, I want to just make it into the gym because once I'm there, at least I know the treadmill is there. I can get a couple of things done with some dumbbells and I'm in the place, I'm in the vicinity. They always say what? Like if you visit the car wash enough, you'll eventually get a car wash. So as long as I'm in the gym, even if it's just to drink a smoothie, we are there, Pagati inside. Let us know what are those fitness goals you're looking to smash out this week. But for now, let's take care of business at the top of the hour with the beautiful Carissa for the news headlines.
So relatable, Zanele. Thank you so much for that. 4 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news. Well, the European Union is set to make two major investments in South Africa. According to the Minister of Electricity and Energy, Gynecological, the EU will allocate 140 million rand to Transnet for trade-related issues. Now, the second investment, amounting to about 500 million rand, will go toward the development of South Africa's green energy and hydrogen sector. The EU's Commissioner for Energy, Kadri Simpson, signed the agreement in Pretoria. Ramaphosa says these investments will create opportunities for job creation and reindustrializing the country's economy. Staying in news in South Africa, it's been confirmed the 25th Mpox case has been confirmed with a 38-year-old man in Cape Town. Now, he sought medical help on September the 4th, experiencing typical Mpox symptoms, including lesions, a headache, light sensitivity, sore throat, and muscle pain. The man was advised to isolate while awaiting test results, which confirmed Mpox. He remains in stable condition. The patient has no recent travel history or contact with a confirmed case. Of the total cases, 12 were in Gauteng, 11 in KwaZulu-Natal, and 2 in the Western Cape. And there have been 3 fatalities. Moving on to your international news, Nigeria's Drug Approval Agency has issued a warning against purchasing miracle products sold by Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministry, led by popular televangelist Jeremiah Fufuyin. The agency claims that items like miracle water and River Jordan water falsely promise healing powers, including curing infertility, and being sold without proper approval. In response, the church defended itself, stating that it is law-abiding and uses these spiritual items as an expression of its beliefs. The agency cautions the public against using unapproved products. Super typhoon Yagi, which has killed over 60 people since making landfall on Saturday, caused a busy bridge in northern Vietnam to collapse. Dashcam footage showing the Phong Chau Bridge in Phu Tho province giving way yesterday, sending several vehicles into the water. Rescue efforts are ongoing for 13 missing individuals. The storm has caused severe flooding and landslides, leaving millions without power. Now, the typhoon, the strongest in Asia this year, has injured over 240 people and brought winds up to 203 kilometers per hour. Now, for your 6 o'clock news, we close up with the story of freedom, where Charlie's journey to freedom marks a heartwarming chapter in South Africa's wildlife history. After 40 years in captivity, Charlie, the last elephant in a South African zoo, has been given a new life and a new name. Duma, which is very fitting. It means to dominate, be famous, and thunder. Now, the EMS Foundation, along with dedicated experts, worked tirelessly to secure his release from Pretoria Zoo to Shambhala Private Reserve. When Duma decided to take his first steps into freedom a few days ago, walking through the passage into his first field of freedom, his caretakers captured the footprints he left behind and were overcome with so much emotion. In this Heritage Month, Duma's story is a beautiful reminder of both resilience and hope, which are definitely two motifs that we're hoping will carry across your sports. That's where we leave your news for now, but Graham has your latest when it comes to that.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's start with some international football. And Randall Kolo Muwani and Ousmane Dembele found the net as France secured a 2-0 win over Belgium in the UEFA Nations League encounter yesterday, recovering from their weekend loss, of course, to Italy, with captain Kylian Mbappe still absent and 8 changes made by coach Didier Deschamps. France certainly bouncing back in a repeat of their Euro 2024 last 16 victory, looking strong. Now let's throw it forward, and England's captain Harry Kane will earn his 100th cap in the Nations League match against Finland at Wembley today. The 31-year-old Bayern Munich striker, with 66 goals for his country, becomes the first English centurion since Wayne Rooney. A pre-match ceremony will honour Kane and former manager Sven-Goran Eriksson, who of course passed away earlier this month, or last month rather. Now let's turn to cricket, and Rob Walter has unveiled the Proteas squads for the upcoming ODI series against Afghanistan and then the white ball tour against Ireland in the UAE. So Jason Smith and Nkaba Peter, they've earned their maiden ODI call-ups. Congratulations, gents. While 21-year-old Andile Simelane joins both the ODI and T20 squads. Lungi Ngidi returns after recovering from that calf injury, thankfully. The series against Afghanistan kicks off from the 18th to the 22nd of September in Sharjah, followed by 2 T20s and then 3 ODIs up against Ireland in Abu Dhabi. That's from the 27th of this month to the 7th of October. Now, this is the news we've been waiting to have confirmed, and it's a done deal. The Sharks have now indeed confirmed the return of Springbok captain, our try-scoring captain, Siya Kolisi, after one season with Racing 92 in France. Kolisi will be rejoining the Sharks officially for the upcoming United Rugby Championship, following a mutual agreement to part ways with the Racing 92 outfit. So Kolisi is now set to return officially to Durban after the current international season, hopefully with another Rugby Championship win under their belt. But that's where we leave our sport for now. The Proteas ladies will be stepping into studio a little bit later, so stick around for that. Right now, let's see if there are any weather notices to take on board and get you prepped for the day ahead.
Need to know, Zadzi, because you know, as your Feel Good Breakfast show, we love to keep you in the know. First and foremost, the South African Weather Service, has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds, causing navigation difficulties at sea between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas. Extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated over the northern part of the Northern Cape and the western areas of Northwest. Elsewhere, the country should expect windy and cloudy weather with scattered showers. I know it's a little bit chilly in Johannesburg and in other parts of the country, so please stay warm, will you? And also, while you do that, send us some pictures of your sunrise view. Maybe you've got a little bit of a different view than us, and we want to see it on 0634088863. What does your sunrise view look like this morning? Send it now, okay? Not later. In the meantime, let's find out what's happening with your temperatures.
It looks like a beautiful day, so we'll try and reflect that in the kitchen this morning. Getting very excited. Why? Because I don't actually have to do all the fitness this morning.
Do you ever get to do fitness, Grace?
Listen, you got to manage your expectations. I was just saying that literally like a few moments ago. But of course, we are going to be moving. Jihan is going to be joining us. That's just for you, my dear, to fuel you up before your spinning session. But spinning is great. It's nice, kind of low impact, high impact kind of exercise.
You
So good
say
luck
that
with
now.
that.
I was going to say, please wish me luck on this journey. I'm very excited, though. I think I have not tried spinning. I have tried riding a bicycle, but in one place, not so much. So let's see how that goes.
Spinning, yeah.
But also, we're going to take care of our health, right? Our gynecological health in particular. We've got to prioritize that as vagina havers or as women, and we've got to make sure that we all are good down there. So we've got you covered when it comes to your health and fitness on this Health Tuesday. Go grab yourself a little snack.
And then try spinning.
Yeah, maybe.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Health Tuesday, and thank you so much for hanging out with us because we're going to get you right. Again, also remind you about some things that you may have put off your to-do list. Now, gynecological health is a vital yet often overlooked aspect of women's overall well-being. Now, regular checkups, early screenings, and open conversations like what we're going to have today are definitely essential in preventing serious conditions and also ensuring just long-term wellness. And today we brought in the experts. We're joined by the good Dr. Celeste van Doenik, a specialist gynecologist, as well as a gynecologic oncologist, who is here to help us better understand the importance of prioritizing gynecological health. And I think we've got to do that, Doc, because, you know, it is a long list of to-dos that women have to get through, and sometimes we deprioritize our own health.
That's true, and we actually shouldn't.
We
That's
shouldn't.
what should be the number one priority, you know?
Absolutely, and that is why we brought you in here today, because we want to know, what are the important reasons for us to check out everything to do with our gynecological health? And also, what does that include?
Yeah, so I mean, there's so many things that we can look at an annual, at least every 1 to 2 years, you want to go for a checkup.
Yeah.
So we look at, if you're a women's health or a gynecologist, we have to look at everything. We look at your metabolic health, your breast health. We can start doing breast screening at the appropriate age. It's important just to talk about cervical screening. So we want to prevent cervix cancer. So that's very important to get that into the conversation. About contraception is another topic that, you know, we can always revise, always talk about. And just overall reproductive and fertility and gynecological health is important. So that all is part of it.
Fertility and infertility, right? They
Definitely,
both
yes,
fit into that
yes.
bracket. Now, I wonder, I'm a woman at home or vagina have, I'm trying to be inclusive, and maybe I'm experiencing some symptoms, and I've been ignoring it for quite some time, but are there any symptoms that you say, absolutely not, you definitely have to go to your doctor if you experience this?
Oh yes, there are actually a
Yeah.
few. So one of the most important ones would be if you're bleeding vaginally after your menopause. I think women tend to sort of shrug that off, but it's always abnormal, and you definitely need to see a doctor then. If you've gone through menopause and you start bleeding then again, you know, it's not your period that's back. You need to go see somebody within the next few days to a few weeks at least. Then something else that's also very important is bleeding after intercourse. Lots of times overlooked, but there could be something going on in the genital tract, in the cervix. It might just be an infection, but it might be something a bit more, which you need to get checked out. Somebody just maybe needs to look there and make sure that everything's fine. A last thing also that's very important is a lump or a bump, you know, an ulcer or a sore on the genital area that's not going away, that you've even had antibiotic treatment for. That's extremely important to get that checked out, you know, because it could be something else.
Can I just touch on the bleeding for a second?
Yes.
Is there an amount that you should watch out for? Is it like a little spotting, or is it a lot of blood coming out?
So if it's on your menstruation, on your period, I think everyone is different, and there's no set amount anymore to say so many products per day that you should use. If it's more than that, then it's abnormal. That's, you know, that's not how it goes anymore. It's actually about what is affecting your daily life. So if you can't go on by, you know, going to work or going to school anymore or do any of your activities of daily living, then it's affecting you, and then you should go and seek help, because then we should address that and manage that.
And that's the thing, it is the management that we're trying to get to, because you don't have to live this way.
You don't have to.
You don't have to live this
Exactly.
way. And that's why these conversations are just so important, Doc. But if we're being honest, I mean, there definitely is still a stigma and taboo attached to it. You know, you mentioned vagina and it's like, oh, everybody in the room almost shudders at the sound of it. But we definitely need to normalize just bringing this conversation up every now and then so that people can do exactly that and empower themselves, essentially. So how do you think we can even go about doing this and encouraging people to do what we're doing?
I think talk about it.
Yeah.
I think if you have a trusted family member, you know, a sister or mother, somebody that you really trust and you can share something with, do that. If you feel if you don't feel comfortable with that, then rather go and see someone. There's nothing you can't tell your gynecologist or your women's health doctor. Really, there's nothing. So if it's affecting you and you're wondering about it, just ask them. Just talk about it.
Oh my goodness. And I love that you've created this safe space in order for us to talk about it. But I know many times, you know, it is quite a trepidatious thing for people to even step into. It's very intimidating. At what age should we start even considering seeing a gynecologist?
There's no certain age, you know, definitely when you start becoming sexually active, I think it's very important because then we need to talk about good sexual health, you know, when should we start cervical screening, contraception, etc. But even teenagers, if they have, you know, severe heavy menstruation or severe pain during their periods, they should go and see someone. It doesn't mean that they're going to get a pelvic exam necessarily, but, you know, there are treatment options without doing that where they can already go and get some help without missing school. Yeah, I think that's very important to remember.
Absolutely, Doc. Can I touch on the topics that maybe somebody wouldn't want to? Goodness, HPV.
Yes, let's
Pap
talk about
smears.
it.
I know, I'm sorry for the trauma that I've just triggered right now, but they are things that are a little bit scarier, right? So let's talk about preventing these very serious conditions. I mean, how can we go about doing that?
So pap smears, we all know, all women dread it, but it is a bit uncomfortable, but it is very, very important. And ideally, you know, at least every 2 to 3 years, you should go for that. And the procedure is actually very quick. It's just taking a few cells off of the cervix, the opening of the womb, and they can examine it under a microscope and look for abnormal changes, which can point to a cancer later, which we can then treat to prevent cervical cancer. And of course, you can also test the virus on those cells, and that's actually almost a better test now to check for cervical precancers or even an early cancer. And in that way, we can prevent cancer.
Okay, prevention is better than cure. You heard it from the good doc herself, but listen, there's some good news because she is not going anywhere. We have part 2 of this gynecological conversation. Yes, we are prioritizing our health, our physical health, our mental health on this Health Tuesday, and you want to stick around for a little bit more when it comes to taking care of you.
And dads, feel free to jump on the conversation as well. Normalize as much as possible. Absolutely love that. And yes, the doc's not going anywhere. Time now, though, to salute the remarkable individuals, I think, leading the charge in healthcare by shining a spotlight on the unsung heroes, the Pharmacy of the Week. And we're talking about, in this case, Ring Farm Pharmacy in Cullinan. This tribute, obviously, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, the sponsors of Brave.
September is Pharmacy Month, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
Cullinan is a small town about 20 minutes drive from Pretoria. What's important about our community, it's very small, but it's also very close-knit. We really know our customers mainly by name. They want to be heard, and they want to be served, and they want to be listened to, and they also want us to really help them to meet their needs. I think that person that comes in and he feels a bit down and sick and obviously not in the mood for doing what he has to do, and after talking a bit, making a few jokes and just making them feel comfortable and at home with us, when they go out and they feel, wow, I really had that service that I need. I think we're always willing to walk that extra mile, sometimes more than that extra mile, and I think that is what makes our day, and that's what makes their day.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time.
Carenza Parisi, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
And brave you are. Thank you for keeping us in the fight. Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, giving you guys now the chance to win a little something yourself. I'm talking about R1,000 in cash. What you got to do, reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us who your favorite pharmacist is and why. You can vote for mine, Ian. With pleasure. Don't forget to hashtag that sponsors of Brave to qualify. Competition closes at midday, Friday, the 13th of September. You can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. All the best of luck. And I'm going to say that as well to my good friend Carissa, who's about to try her hand for the first time, believe it or not, at spinning. It's a great entry-level fitness kind of mode, or a way you can really push that cardiovascular to the next level. She's going to have a little bit of fun with that. Then looking for that next level, of course, the Proteas ladies are going to be taking on Pakistan, and then the rest of the world in a World Cup. We're going to connect with some of them in just a moment to find how their preparation is going.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, as we continue our discussion on gynecological health, thank you so much for still being here. It is important to focus on daily habits and also long-term strategies that can help women maintain optimal well-being. I sure definitely want some of that. Now, from managing menstrual health to boosting fertility and preventing infections, there are proactive steps every woman can take to protect her reproductive health. And joining us right now is once again Dr. Celeste van Drunik. Doc, thank you so much for being here. I definitely need to get into this, right? So I am in my exercise gear because, yes, I'm out of breath too. I just ran in here. We're going to do a spinning class, and I'm definitely going to get into all things to do with my own wellness and fitness, and that definitely is all to do with self-care. So I'm wondering what sort of practices women can adopt to ensure self-care in their lives.
I think it's important to, like you say, move, and like you're going to do now, stay active in the way that they like to. Maintaining a good metabolic health, we spoke about this before, is very important. A normal BMI or BMI less, body mass index less than 30 is very important. Not smoking, we know that, but it is important, limiting our alcohol intake. And then specifically gynecological stuff that's important is when we use sanitary products, women, not to use scented products. I think people forget that. It can cause irritation, inflammation. Another thing is douching. It's cleaning of the inside, and that's actually not advised because it messes with all the little organisms, the microbiome in there, and you want them to be all in balance. So yeah, that's actually all that's necessary.
That's interesting. Douching is quite a topic on the social media streets, whether you should or shouldn't.
No.
Also, when it comes to cleaning your vaginal area, whether you should use soap or anything like that. So I'm so glad you touched on that. But let's talk about irregular periods. I mean, I know some women deal with that. It's supposed to be a 28-day cycle, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, 28 to 35 days is okay. And it will never always be 28 days every month because remember, every month has a different amount of days, sometimes 30, 31. So 28 to 35 is fine.
Okay, I think you've just given a lot of women a bit of relief with that. 28 to 35 days is what we're looking at. But sometimes, our bodies operate outside of that, and that's kind of when you have to throw caution to the wind. So what do we do in those circumstances?
So when bleeding is irregular, I really think you need to go and talk to somebody about it. There can be many different reasons depending on your age, where you are in your reproductive course of life. So you need to go and talk to somebody about it. It's not normal, and we should actually address that. Also, when bleeding is very heavy, and as I said, it affects your daily activities, you definitely need to go and talk to somebody about it because there is something that we can do about it.
Yeah, can I ask you, what does irregular look like?
So if, you are having a menstruation or bleeding, whether it is outside of your period 5 days, 6 days after, or it's prolonged, it's just 2-3 weeks of the month.
Wow.
That's really, that will really affect your life. And so that's irregular. Or a random bleed in the middle of the month, end of the month before, just not when you're expecting your period.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you said how it affects your life. And I know that for many women, they want to embark on the journey of fertility. And that is directly linked to one another.
Yes.
So how can women boost, their fertility and make sure that if they're going on that journey of wanting to become pregnant, they're okay?
So it's good. It's important to go for regular checkups. You can talk to your women's doctor, women's health doctor, your gynecologist about it. Maintaining a normal BMI, as I said before, it's very important. Getting all your chronic conditions under control. If you're suffering from type 2 diabetes or any type, type 1 diabetes or hypertension, to get that under control is very important. Practicing safe sexual practices, using condoms is very important, and getting treatment early on for infections is very important. And of course, the cervical screening for cervix cancer is very important.
Sure. So many important things to take down here, Doc. I wonder if you have any lasting words of wisdom that you can share with women just to say, on a final note, this is what you got to do.
Talk about it.
Yes.
You have to talk about it. Talk to your doctor about it. Don't be shy. We've heard it all, just tell them. I think that's the best advice I could give anyone. If it's bothering you, you can just get reassurance if it's nothing, and if it's something more serious, you can get help. So talk about it.
I love that final note. Yes, talk about it. Make sure that you find yourself a good doctor that you feel comfortable to be able to share the safe space with, because it is our bodies. We only get one, and we got to make sure that we keep it in top health.
Now, we want to focus on holistic health at this point completely, and I love this angle. We are going to be joined by one of our favorites, personal trainer, Jihan Abrams, an old friend of the show and someone who is so committed to making fitness accessible. And she's going to guide us through a spinning class. I say us very loosely. Carissa's going to be taking it for the team this morning. But this is going to be vitally important. I'm here to pick up some gems. I think most importantly, the correct way to set up our bikes and, of course, what we can use spinning to build in to our lives. More health, more movement, and more joy. And Jihan joins us right now. My friend, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Over the moon to see you again. I love the fact, and I said that in your intro in a moment ago, that you've kind of made it your life's mission to make fitness accessible.
Yes.
But now you've also, you will know that...
Added new things.
Exactly. And when you join the Expresso team, you've got to go trial by fire. You've got to pay your dues on the fitness front. So Carissa is very bravely going to be tackling this fitness element for the first time.
I'm so glad you said fire because the bikes actually light up and there's a fireball inside.
Ooh,
so you
I
have to
love that.
so you have to push so hard to get to the fireball.
I love that.
an incentive.
Let it
yes.
burn, because you are going to burn calories like, you know, nothing on earth. I get that. First of all, the bikes are intimidating. They look like something out of Star Wars. Can we set them up? Now, I fall short whenever I set my bike up because I don't know what the fundamentals are. So can we start with that? Please?
It happens to lots of people. So
Thank you.
every bike is different. So these are ICG bikes.
Okay.
So an ICG bike literally takes you through the different stages of spinning. So you
Okay.
get the ignite stage, you get the burning stage, you get the calorie stage. But the problem that people make is when they see a bike is like this, they just get on.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't. So you should stand next to the bike,
All
and then
right.
the seat needs to be in line with your hip. So at the back is a knob, so you loosen this,
Are
you lift
winning
it
there?
up, and then you stand next to the bike.
I'm going to give you a hand just so, are you winning?
Yeah.
Because we are
And
actually.
you just lift it a little bit.
So you pull
And then,
this way.
there
There we go.
Okay, so
So that is
see, I am actually helping. I'm playing a vitally important role.
that's only step one. You must get to the fun part.
Around, great.
Then the seat also moves. So the seat you can take to the back or to the front. So you need to be comfortable. So cyclists like staff like me that's used to doing this, we usually keep the seat and the handlebar the same. So
Okay.
it's just for an easy ride. If you're brand new and you've never cycled before or been on a spinning bike, you can lift the handlebar higher.
Okay,
So
and the
the
seat,
same-
you want it further back, kind of further forward in accordance with your
you don't
your
want
posture?
you don't want to lay forward because it can hurt your lower back. So
For
you want to
sure.
be comfortable with a slight bend in your elbow.
All right.
So back in the olden days, they used to say you must take your elbow and measure from your elbow to the front.
Okay.
But it doesn't work for everyone.
Okay.
So I usually get on and see that your elbows isn't locked, but you have at least your elbows bend a bit.
For sure, I get
Yeah.
that. So you're comfortable.
Yes.
Go for it.
Are you ready?
This is very high. I
So
don't think
first,
this is
make
right.
sure this is locked.
Yeah, no, I make that mistake a lot of the time. Just double check the fittings.
Yes,
yeah.
because this is very loose.
Jahan, I feel like this is very high.
Don't worry, I'm next to you. Let me see. Stay next to it.
Oh, okay.
Stay next to it. No, you got this,
Am I
girl.
good?
Don't worry. Yes, you're good.
Thought Gray was setting me up there.
When you
well,
put your
I was
feet-
trying, but you've been saved.
When you put your feet into the cage, you need to make sure that you're secured. So get in.
Okay.
I see you've got your cleats with you
Yeah,
as well, but I
I
like
wear
the fact,
cleats.
yeah, I like the fact that they do
And
give
then
you
you
that.
slide your foot in.
There we go.
So you lock it here. So there, you just tighten and in. How do you feel? Do you feel comfortable?
Feel very high.
Do you feel heroic? Well, then.
So you see,
hilarious.
now that is wrong because the knee shouldn't be locking. So you want to be where your knees is just over and a slight bend. So you want to be over the axle, but when you go down, you mustn't lock
Mustn't
your
lock
knees.
your knee.
Yes.
Great. So down a couple
So
of rungs, yeah?
next time you're on a bike, I'll tell you your numbers. So this is an 8. So we're going to drop it down by 1. Move your legs. See?
How does that
90
feel?
degrees.
Yeah.
There we
The
go.
resistance is there.
Yeah, but you need to loosen it. So you go to the minus.
And that
now your
wasn't
bike
me,
is
I
gonna
promise
go
you, I
on.
didn't do that.
Okay.
So what does this inject into a fitness routine? I know obviously we know cyclists have some of the most powerful lungs on the planet, but this is a really good go-to for so many
Yes.
people. Why?
So you remember the last time I was here, I just came back from COVID and like I had COVID 6 times in hospital. So since I'm spinning, my VO2 is not average, it's above normal.
Sure.
So it's like spinning. It's so good for cardiovascular diseases. It helps with weight loss. It helps with so many things. So I literally spin every day now, at least for 45
I love it.
minutes.
Look, we're not medical practitioners, but if anything pushes back against the slow COVID, because so many people have been struggling with long-term damage to
Yes.
lungs or whatever those particular long-term issues
Yes.
have been. I love this. Okay, I'm going to get out of your way and give you a
And
chance
yeah,
to
I
just
thought
have
you
a
were gonna get
little
on.
bit of fun. But absolutely brilliant. Girl, you got this.
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Shall we ride?
Let's try this.
Okay, so let me set my bike up. You can
very
move your legs
excited about
around.
them as I go. There's something that says mode here. Do I click
So,
anything?
This is, we're gonna ride on a color mode.
Okay.
So that's power training.
Yeah.
So we go down, we click on power training.
Power training.
I'm gonna set you on very low.
Very low.
Then you are a female.
Yeah.
I'll turn around, you can put your weight in.
I don't know how much I weigh.
Okay, leave it on that.
Okay.
So this is your functional threshold power.
Okay.
So basically what that means is there's strides per stroke when you're moving your wheels. And then we say yes, no heart rate.
Color mode on.
Yes. Are you
There's no
ready?
exercise beyond your ability. Well, let's see how we do here. And we just go for it.
Yes.
Okay.
I
and if
do
I
it-
want to turn up the resistance, all
I
I
do it in cleats because that's where I get to cheat, because I get to pull the wheel back.
Oh, I was going to say, these shoes, do they not come with the bike? You got to get them when you're professional. It's like getting a black belt and spinning. I love them.
Oh, thank you. So you'll notice on top of the bike, in the left right-hand corner, it
Yes.
says level.
Yes.
So those are the levels when you do sprint.
So we've got 4 different blocks here. RPM, watts, and zone.
So the zone will be the colors.
Okay. So RPM stands for?
That is when, so the zone that you're going to be in. So your RPM is when you're going to be either in an 80 zone or in a 50. So I will say RPM 80. So you have to be above 80, so you keep it in that line.
Above 80, okay.
So don't worry, I won't take you there. Yes?
I'm there. I'm on 90.
Okay,
Woo,
my
I'm
bike
already
is on.
feeling it. Okay. And then you do this for 45 minutes, you said, Josh?
Every day.
Every
It's so much
day.
fun.
And you got your music going? Are you like going crazy?
Oh, yes, we dance on the bike.
Oh!
We do push-ups, we do sit-ups, we work our back.
Wow.
Okay, let me start this. So now you're going to go to level 26.
Do I click it?
So you turn here between your legs.
Oh.
It's very sensitive. How you feeling? I want to show you the colors.
Okay, let's go down to 26.
There we go.
I pressed something. Okay. Whew, I see the colors.
Now, so that is, so you'll see at the bottom. So you're going to turn the bike up to 25. Drop it by 1.
Okay, 25.
Green zone.
Yes.
So we're both in the green zone.
There you go.
So your RPM will be 86.
Ah, I'm yellow now. I think I need to
Keep
pick it
going.
up.
That's 4.
Whew.
So when you go to red,
Okay.
40.
It's a year of yes.
40, you're going to stand up.
Oh my God. Okay. There you go.
And now push faster.
Whew.
Push, 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 push,
I'm
push, push.
pushing. There is a fire.
There we go.
Wow. Can I breathe?
And
I
back
don't
in
know.
the saddle.
But
And
this
breathe.
is hectic.
Into the nose, out through the mouth.
Oh,
How
debut
you
of my
feeling?
spinning class. Thank you, John, for being amazing. I love your t-shirt. We got to slay it with confidence. While we do this, Graham's going to tell you what more you can expect on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Or just stick around because we're great. Whew.
With 5 times greater plaque reduction than brushing and flossing alone. For a cleaner mouth and healthy gums. Completes the clean with Listerine.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, and it is always so good to be with you, Expresso family, especially when we are in the presence of greatness. Yes, I'm sitting with superheroes right now where I am, and you are as well, because we are with you no matter where you are. And my friend, it is the Proteas women who are gearing up for an exciting tour in Pakistan, also heading off to the T20 World Cup in the UAE soon enough. However, this morning we get to chat to them all about the squad that's been chosen and a whole lot more, and how they're going to be handling everything in being our superheroes. And this is why we're so excited to welcome to this beautiful space in Johannesburg. It is none other than, of course, Tumi Sekukune, as well as Chloe Tryon, and none other than Ayabonga Kaka. Everybody, let's give them a feel-good welcome. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Chloe, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Because we know that you guys have a lot that is coming your way.
Yeah.
But let's first get into, of course, how you're going to Pakistan and then to the UAE. And then you're also going to be, of course, needing to sort of strike a balance. So we want to know, how are you going to do that in terms of trying to get immediate performance in going to Pakistan, but also trying to make it a long-term strategy when you go to the UAE?
Obviously, Pakistan's a really important tour for us. Kind of want to win that. We want to win that and make sure we get momentum going to the World Cup, but making sure the team is balanced nicely.
Yes.
Everyone's feeling really good in the environment itself. Got a couple of youngsters coming in, which is really good. And got a lot of senior players. So just making sure that we are doing the right things in Pakistan and getting a lot of momentum going into the World Cup, because ideally we all want to win the World Cup. So,
Yes.
Making a final, want to take that one step more. So, yeah.
100%. And we are so proud of you guys for doing that, guys. This is why I said you guys are superheroes, okay? And also, guys, I'm ready to be a reserve, no matter what you need me. Pakistan, I'm there.
You have ticket spikes.
But Jimmy, let me come to you, my love, because of course you guys, you're always having to adapt different strategies. But now I want to know how you're going to do this in going from Pakistan to the UAE, and more than anything else, with the unique conditions that you're going to be in, because we were talking about it now that the UAE is going to be hot. How are you guys going to adapt to that and kind of make sure that you honestly play at your highest level?
Yeah, definitely. I think we were very fortunate to kind of get the whole CSA to take us to Durban, so to get used to the conditions and stuff. So yeah, we were taken to Durban to kind of, we know it's very humid and the conditions are very similar. So yeah, it was just great to be there and just get exposed to those conditions.
Hectic. This is checkers, not chess, guys. You guys are smart. I love that. And do you feel like it's kind of helped you?
Yeah, it did. It did help
That's
us. I
incredible.
think just the heat there, the humidity is going to be very similar. So yeah.
Amazing. And Ayabonga, with you guys being so strategic, how do you plan to build on that momentum going from Pakistan into the UAE? And especially, kind of learning each other with the youngsters coming in and everything.
I think for us it's going to be important to stick to our basics and always tick those boxes for us and make sure that the bowling, the batting, the fielding is in a good form.
Yeah.
And I think we will go there after Pakistan. We'll assess and see what we can do better in the World Cup, and we're looking forward to the big tournament.
Yeah, we're also looking forward to the big tournament, guys. We're there with you. We're behind you 100% of the way, okay? And this is why I want to ask you, because, of course, you guys have a tough group.
Yeah.
England, West Indies, Scotland, and Bangladesh. How are you preparing for them? Are you guys watching their matches? Are you learning them a little bit? How are you getting ready for it?
Well, everyone's watching everyone, which is good. But yeah, look, I think every team is important. If you've looked at the series that they had before that, a lot of teams have been upset. So, don't take anyone lightly, but, making sure when we get there, we know exactly how the conditions do play.
Yeah.
And put our best team onto the field to play those tough opposition. But it's really exciting.
I love it, and it's very exciting, guys. Also, I'm just thinking about how you guys genuinely just started playing cricket, and now you've kind of taken it and you're on a global stage. To me, speak to us a little bit about how exciting it is that you are now traveling for this gift that you guys have.
Yeah, I think it is a privilege to be wearing this badge of Proteas. I think that's one thing that we actually don't take lightly. We just want to get into that space, have fun, gel well with the team, and just do what we do best with our talents.
100%.
Yeah.
And Ayabonga, please wrap it up for us, to any young girl that's out there who possibly wants to dream to be as big as you guys one day. What do you say to them? And especially maybe, if they're feeling a little bit discouraged.
I think, to be honest, the sport has grown in the country. I think it is going in the right direction. It's not something that is going to happen overnight, but I will say it is a career. If you are looking to play cricket, it is the time to join the game, and you'll have it's great, and we're enjoying it.
I love it. Ladies, we are so excited for everything you're about to do. I know that you're going to take it all the way to the top, and especially, like you said, in that final, you're going to bring it home.
One more step.
One more step. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, it is our absolute superheroes. And I love it when we get to celebrate them and just remind them how amazing they are, but also what they mean to us and how much hope they give us. And this is why we got to 100% make sure we are behind our Proteas women as they go off to Pakistan and then off to that T20 World Cup in the UAE. It is going to be absolutely incredible. And yes, what do we say? No DNA, just RSA. Thank you very much. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and right about now, the beautiful Carissa is standing by. Hi, my Carissa.
Barely standing by. We definitely are still spinning here, Zanella. And yes, no DNA, just RSA. We're proudly South African and spinning on a bike. Whether you're a beginner or seasoned rider, I got you, okay? Stick around to take your spinning game to the next level. Johanna Abrams is still with us, and we're cycling, baby. She said in through the nose, out
Into
through
the
the mouth.
nose, out of the mouth.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
tired of the warm-up now. Can we work a little?
Listen, yes, I guess. Let's do it, let's do it.
So, okay, so we're going to 23.
Okay, 23.
And then you're going to pick up the pace, so your RPMs above 90. So you're going to zone 3.
23, there we go.
Now move your legs. Move. There we go.
It is going like smoother, like faster.
Yes.
But it's a workout.
Now let's go to 33.
33.
And we're going to the yellow zone.
Okay.
RPMs above 100.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
And now we're going to break away. Let's go. Let's
But you're
chase
holding your-
all the way to the red. Go. Fireball. Are you there? In through the nose, out to the mouth. Push.
What is it supposed to be, 100 and what?
So, level 33, zone 5, RPM 100.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Good. Let's go.
Push. Drop your heels.
Go. There you go. 100. No, I dropped it again. 100. No, I dropped
And there's the fireball.
Oh my goodness.
Now go to 41
41.
and hold it there.
41.
And then you go through the tunnel.
We're going through a tunnel. All right, we can go through a tunnel. Jahan, if you're a beginner like me and want to get the most out of this workout, what should we be doing?
So, when you go in, that fireball makes me tired. Yes.
I was like, you talk. Let me catch my breath real quick.
Okay, so, if you're new,
Yeah.
go to the instructor, tell them you're new, because you're going to set the bike up wrong.
Right.
Then ease into it, because remember, we do this all the time.
Yeah.
So if I'm on, let's say, 41,
Yeah.
and that's hard for me,
Yeah.
then you will be on 20.
Oh.
So you don't necessarily have to match me, but our colors will be the same.
Right. How do I get to where you are? How long have you been doing this for?
So I'm actually a dancer.
Wow.
And then because of everything, I changed into spinning. So I've been doing this now for a year.
Wow. Okay, give me 365 days and I'll be just like Jahan, okay? Okay, what more are we doing?
Okay, now we're going to stay in the green zone. This is the hard part, because for 1 minute, you have to stay in the zone.
Wow, okay. I
So
can't even
now-
see what color I'm at. Am I in the color?
Is it on?
It's on.
Okay, so 26,
26.
level 3,
Level 3.
RPM,
Let's go all the way down. Oh, let's see.
level 3, and the RPMs, take it to 80.
80.
And now you just hold it there. Now it's an easy ride.
Okay,
So much
I'm on the promenade right now. Let me visualize the birds, the seagulls chirping. Ice cream in the background. Goal is the ice cream. I'm going towards it.
Sure.
Let's go.
We're getting a workout in for the
I'm
day.
definitely glowing right now. Okay, Keep it in the 90 zone, you said. I mean, the RPM.
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 Your light isn't on.
My light's not working. What if I promise you it's on. I promise you. I don't know what's
So we're
happening.
staying for 1 minute in the green. So you're gonna hold. Let me check your bike.
Come over here.
Uncleat.
How many times a week should I be doing this? You say daily 45 minutes?
No, you don't overdo it because you're new. So maybe like twice a week.
Okay.
So go out.
You see, it wasn't me, it was the bike that was the problem.
Oh, that's why. You must be the.
Oh. I was supposed to be in power training. What was I doing?
Quick training. Cheating.
I promise, Mom, I wasn't cheating. Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
Now we're back on. All
That's
right.
right.
All right. Now for real, we got to exercise. But listen, there's still so much coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And thank you so much for being here with us. This spring, yes, we know transitional seasons are coming up. And we're going to make sure that your kids are allergy free. All right. And you're going to have to stick around to find out a little bit more about how exactly you can do that while we continue.
Let's go.
On this bike. Let's go. Okay.
I'm warm now.
I'm
Let's
back
go.
in the game.
I'll race you.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's race. On your marks, get set, go. Push, 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 push.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Ah, look at you, honey, making it through the week like an absolute champion. It's a Tuesday, and we're so glad you decided to choose to be with us right here on Expresso. Now, we had asked you earlier on to help Graham out. He's our Ken doll this morning, and we're dressing him. You either had to choose option 1 for hashtag Styled by Woolies or option 2. And today, we get to see which one it was on social media because of the beautiful comments you sent through. So thank you so much. Starting off with Nancy Govender, who said definitely option 2, stylish and lightweight linen blend, striped shirt, linen blend jean shorts and white sneakers in, and see, fashion winner, my love. Gail Mop says, good morning, my Expresso morning show. SABC3 team, what a tough choice for Mr. G. You rock both looks, but option 2 stands out for me. I love the open shirt. Arlene Stevens says, good morning, team. Option 2, definitely. And wrapping things up is Poppy highly favored Molokele, who says number 2 is perfect for spring. And just like that, we have a winner. And our winner is in the winning outfit. It is Graham. Graham, please reveal yourself to the nation.
Ta-da! The legs are out, baby. Summer is here. When we talk about a transitional outfit heading into spring, I absolutely love it. I think you guys are on the money. You know my nature too well. What I'm absolutely loving about this, because I love a linen fit, but I find it creases so quickly. So to have the linen blend, it's so light. You get all the joy of the linen kind of fit, the texture, and it wears so beautifully. It's light, it's summery. I love it, man. And I love the color blocking on this in particular. I just love the fact that we're playing with one hue, but in a few different creative ways. Absolutely smashed it out the park. Thank you, guys. Well done. What do you think?
Graham, you know what, Graham? You are the one who is making this outfit also look so good. It's like an amalgamation between a great outfit and a great looking. Absolutely awesome. And you look like what spring should be. So thank you. You've inspired the nation.
No, the nation has inspired me, my friend. I absolutely love it. Guys, thank you so much. You did your job well this morning. Beautiful.
Oh, and you really did, Mzansi. Look at how lovely Graham looks. Hey, it's always so much fun when we get to do this. But this is the thing, my lovely. You need to make sure that you spring into fashion the most perfect way. And that, of course, is with Woolies, because we absolutely love it when we get to come together and not just choose clothes together, but also make sure that we are all in this fashion, little fraternity in terms of genuinely looking good. And Woolies is helping us do just that. So you can shop these linen looks literally online as well as all stores nationwide, all in the name of getting into spring the perfect way, thanks to Woolies. And friend, remember as well, there is the Woolies app. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, looking delicious, looking scrumptious. It is always so beautiful to be with you. And hashtag Start by Woolies is one of our favorite things to do, family.
The only question is, am I glowing? Yes, I am. Have I changed? Yes, I have too. That was a great workup, and now it's 7 o'clock. Let's get into your news at the top of this hour, starting off with your national news. As part of the crime-fighting initiative, Operation Chanela, police arrested 13,000 suspects nationwide between 2 and 8 September. Now, the suspects are linked to serious offences such as murder, rape, assault, robbery, and illegal firearm possession. Police spokesperson Athlenda Mate reported the recovery of over 200 firearms and 53 stolen or hijacked vehicles. Additionally, 6 transit robbers were fatally shot in Germiston, while 3 suspected kidnappers were arrested in Ennerdale, Gauteng. Operation Chanele continues to target crime hotspots and reduce violent crime nationwide. Now, sticking to news in the country, the European Union is set to make 2 major investments in South Africa. According to the Minister of Electricity and Energy, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa, the EU will allocate 140 million rand to Transnet for trade-related issues. Now, the second investment, amounting to about 500 million rand, will go toward the development of South Africa's green energy and hydrogen sector. The EU's Commissioner for Energy, Kadri Simpson, signed the agreement in Pretoria. Ramokgopa says these investments will create opportunities for job creation and re-industrializing the country's economy. Now, looking further afield at your international news, the Indonesian government has agreed to a moratorium on new hotels, villas and nightclubs on the island of Bali to prevent overdevelopment and protect indigenous culture. The government of Bali, Sangmed Mahendra Jaya, has already started cracking down on rude tourists who misbehave since travel restrictions were lifted after the COVID pandemic. Approximately 3 million people visited the island in the first half of the year. Now, the official start date for the moratorium has not yet been determined. Nigeria's Drug Approval Agency has issued a warning against purchasing miracle products sold by the Christ Mercyland Deliverance Ministry, led by popular televangelist Jeremiah Fufian. The The agency claims that items like, and I quote, miracle water and another quote, River Jordan water, falsely promise healing powers, including curing infertility, and are being sold without proper approval. In response, the church defended itself, stating that it is, quote-unquote, law-abiding and uses these, quote, spiritual terms as an expression of its beliefs. The agency cautions the public against using unapproved products. Now, for your 7 o'clock news, we close off with this feel-good story where an orphaned baby walrus, sweetly named Little Miss Walrus, was given a heartwarming second chance after being found alone on an Alaskan beach. Just a few weeks old, she faced a grim future without her mother's warmth and care. Weighing a mere 165 pounds and suffering from dehydration and cuts, she was rescued in the nick of time. Flown 1,300 kilometers to the Alaska Sea Life Center, dedicated caretakers bottle-fed her over 11 liters of special milk daily. A Little Miss Walrus not only regained her strength, but also captured hearts on social media with her playful poses, becoming a true star with a big personality. The center's media manager even believes the sassy girl strikes the perfect pose whenever the camera's around. And look at her, I gotta learn a thing or two from her when it comes to being camera ready. That's where we leave your news for now. Let's check in with your sports. Here's Graham with the latest.
Oh man, it's the skin wrinkles for me. Well, beautiful way to lead into a beautiful sports report and lots of honours on hand. Let's start with football on the international stage. And Randall Kolo Muani and Ousmane Dembele, they both found the net as France secured a 2-0 win over Belgium in the UEFA Nations League encounter last night. Recovering from their weekend loss to Italy, they needed to bounce back with captain Kylian Mbappe still absent, and now 8 changes made by coach Didier Deschamps. So France bouncing back in a repeat of their Euro 2024 last 16 victory, but showing some form at the right time. Now let's hope the same applies to England's captain Harry Kane. Why? Because he'll earn his 100th cap in the Nations League match against Finland at Wembley today. The 31-year-old Bayern Munich striker with 66 goals for his country becomes the first England centurion since Wayne Rooney. A pre-match ceremony will honour Kane and, of course, former manager Sven-Goran Eriksson, who passed away last month. Now on to cricket. Lots to get excited about as Rob Walter has unveiled his Proteas squads for the upcoming ODI series against Afghanistan and then the white ball tour against Ireland in the UAE. So Jason Smith and Nkaba Peter, they both earned their maiden ODI call-ups. Congratulations, gents. While 21-year-old Andile Simelane, he joins both the ODI and T20 squads. Then Lungi Ngidi is back. He returns after recovering from a calf injury. And that series against Afghanistan kicks off from the 18th up until the 22nd of September in Sharjah, followed by 2 T20 internationals and then 3 ODIs against Ireland in Abu Dhabi. That kicks off on the 27th of this month, running up until the 7th of October. Now, I might feel like I'm racing to get to the story because it's a big one, and I think we've seen the writing on the wall. It's official. The Sharks have confirmed the return of Springbok captain Siya Kolisi. That was after 1 season with Racing 92 in France. So Kolisi will rejoin the Sharks for the upcoming United Rugby Championship following a mutual agreement to part ways with Racing 92. Kolisi is now set to return to Durban after the current international season and hopefully with a new Rugby Championship title under his name as well. But great to have you back, big guy. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get our first dose of morning traffic and see what the roads are looking like.
Oh, yes, honey, Kolisi's back. It's a big deal. But you know what? We need to make sure that right now you get to where you're going on time. And this is why I got to let you know what's happening in the traffic. In Milnerton, Cape Town, there's congestion on the N7 southbound at Bosmansdam. Delays are expected, so maintain a safe following distance, please. And wherever you're heading, buckle up and drive safely. Thankfully, there are no delays for now in other parts that we're looking at, but we will keep you up to date. In terms of your weather, though, let's check it out. So we, of course, always get a young report from the South African Weather Service. And this morning, the environmental news is that Mpumalanga Premier Mandla Ndlovu visited the site where a 25 billion rand wind farm is being constructed. Seriti Green began building the wind farm located between Bethel and Morganson earlier this year, in fact. The Umbila Emoyini project, once completed, will be the country's largest energy farm, combining 750 megawatts of wind power with 150 megawatts megawatts of solar power. Glovo expressed satisfaction with the progress made so far, which is so beautiful because, my friend, it does mean we are moving forward as a country, which we love to see. Something else we love to see is what is happening on your side of life with the sunrise view. And this is why we got to give a very big shout out to Edwin Marks from Expresso, aka GQ. Edwin, you did the things with this one. It's absolutely stunning. We love it when we get to see what your eyes see. And thank you so much for spoiling the rest of the country. Huh? It rhymes, so it must be true. Right now, though, we want to hear from you. 063-408-8863. What do you see? Put it in a picture, just a young snap, and send it off to us on the WhatsApp line. While you do that, here's what you can expect from your temperatures today.
See, I wore the outfit in honor of Uppington. 30 degrees.
Oh, I see
It must be a new season. I love it.
Manifest that summer.
I feel like we've been sleeping on something this morning, okay? Mzansi, the Powerball jackpot really cannot be missed this Tuesday with an incredible amount. A 100 million rand estimated jackpot. Why don't we have streamers exploding all around us when we say this? But you've got to be in it to win it by playing Powerball for that estimated 100 million rand jackpot today. I don't think we need to say anything else.
I think we can leave it there.
100 million.
100 million is what we're talking about. So what are you waiting for is the question I got to ask you. It's a lot of money. Now, you can go today, in fact, to buy your tickets in-store or even on the National Lottery. You don't even have to leave your house. nationallottery.co.za. That's the website you can visit, or even on the mobile app. Come on now. Cell phone banking is there for you. Or you simply just dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. 100 million.
And you'll find on our social media platforms a photo of me like with the same excitement like I've just won 100 million. I haven't actually, so you still can do it. And we've posted all the details on how you can enter on the Expresso social media platforms. So just go and check them out. And then Panda Pusher play, baby, Powerball for an estimated 100 million rand jackpot today. I hope it's you. And you know who I'm talking to, eh? Right now, you. I hope it's you. Good luck.
Well, listen, on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we wish it was us getting that 100 million, but we can still feel like winners because we definitely are going to make some cute gummies out of juice. Now, yesterday we made sauces, and today we're going to make something absolutely delicious. It is the morning. I know it's a health morning, but I mean, it's healthy.
Party loading.
You put fruits in it. It's healthy.
I love it. It's actual fruit juice. Now, that's so cute, man. I absolutely love that for the kids. I don't love allergies for the kids, and it's amazing how when the seasons change, it just comes on board. We brought in one of the best. Professor Gray is going to be taking us through some of the heavy hitters in that space, so make sure you join us. If you suffer from allergies, if your little ones do, we've got an amazing expert stepping in just a moment to help you and I out. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
As we embrace spring, and yes, we are ready to embrace spring. It's not just the flowers that are blooming, but so too are the allergies. I'm sorry. For many kids, the season can bring on a wave of sneezes, itchy eyes, and a whole lot of discomfort and more. But don't worry, we've got you covered. We've got one of our favorite pediatricians and an allergist. I think she is a magician in the space. Claudia Gray is here to share her expert advice on managing children's allergies effectively. See, in your first intro, I ran out of superlatives, so I had to just add another.
The pressure on me.
But this is, I would imagine, your most high-pressured time, because when families come to see you, it might seem like something light and fluffy. Oh, it's just an allergy. But when it hits, it can be debilitating. Why does it get so hectic at this time of the year? Is it just the pollen? Talk us through allergy season, specifically why it hits so hard.
Yeah, thanks. So, you know, obviously we're talking about respiratory allergies in this particular segment, so things that affect our nose and possibly our chest, and they actually occur all year round. So there are lots of allergens like house dust mite and mold and animal dander that are there all year round. But what peaks now is the pollens. So spring is a time of new life, blossoming,
beautiful flowers all around us in the Cape.
But ironically, the beautiful flowers aren't really such a problem because they attract the bees and the insects. So their pollens are heavy and they plop to the ground. So it's the less beautiful plants that need to pollinate via the wind. And those pollens are light and feathery and fluffy, and they disperse widely and they're inhaled easily. So they cause the trouble. So it's the pollens. Now, there's also a particular sequence in the spring. So early on, like right now, the tree pollens tend to blossom. And then a little bit later, the grass pollens, which have a long season. And at the end of the summer, the weed pollens. So right now in Cape Town, the tree pollen allergies are suffering.
Are the usual suspects at this time of the year. Even as you say that, I can feel like the constriction happening and my eyes getting watery. Because there is a very strong mental and emotional element to it. I suppose because it all happens in a nerve center, it's all in our head. It's a very difficult thing to get through. And it's terrible if your child is going through something like that. It feels like flu season doesn't really have a season anymore. Allergy season doesn't really have a season anymore. There's going to be a significant overlap. A lot of people are still sick from winter, and I say that loosely. How do we know when it's allergies? What do we need to look out for?
Yeah, so they really can mimic each other, and this makes it very, very hard. And in fact, if you have an allergy, you feel like you have a permanent cold. So your nose can be congested, runny, itchy, sneezy. Your eyes can be itchy. And if you're unlucky, your chest can be involved. So it really can mimic a virus. But there's certain differences. You know, in infections, usually your mucus changes color from clear to green or yellow, whereas in allergies, it's clear mucus. Infections will eventually end, and allergies often just persist.
Just ramp up or
with infections, you can also have temperatures and other symptoms, and in allergies, you don't. But you said the right thing, that allergies can make you feel absolutely lousy. So they're really not to be sniffed at. You can feel tired, you can feel congested, it can affect your performance in the work and at school significantly. You can get complications such as ear infections, sinus infections, even chest infections. So as trivial as they may sound, they have a profound impact.
Well, applied to the right job at the wrong time kind of scenario, I definitely get that. This, I suppose, is where mitigating the knock-on effect and managing it so that the body can deal with it becomes vitally important. How do we approach? What's our plan of attack?
Yeah, so we're talking about treatment, but actually before we treat, it's important to have the right diagnosis. So remember, we've already said that so many things can mimic each other. So if you suspect allergies, go and have your allergies tested, because it's a very different approach if you're allergic to whether you're just getting recurrent viruses. So number one, get your diagnosis. And then I was kind of thinking of two mantras to treatment of allergies. And the first is, you know, safety first. And the second one is prevention is better than cure.
100%.
So there are two main groups of medications for your more simple allergic rhinitis. The one is an antihistamine, and the other one is a nasal spray with a decongestant effect with a steroid base. The antihistamines, you need to choose the safe ones, so non-drowsy. and preemptive treatment. So don't just rescue treat. It's not going to be as effective.
Not triage, get in there before,
So if you know, from August onwards I feel absolutely lousy, then rather take your allergy medications from August on till the end of the year.
And why then it becomes necessary not to have the drowsy and...
Yes, because you're choosing the safe ones so that you know they're okay, then you're not getting the bulk of the symptoms because your receptors are down-regulated and your body's ready to fight, and then you're also not getting the complications. So safety and prevention.
Safety and prevention. I love that. I'm actually going to leave it there and speak to a professional. If you have any questions, and especially first time, I think, sufferers of allergies when it comes to our kids, you have got amazing professionals in your corner. Lean on them when you need to. We know it can be daunting, but there is help at hand. And we're going to throw our little hat into the mix there as well. You stand the chance of winning 2,000 Rand in cash. Just to ease the pain, simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us this. How do you balance playtime outside with your kids while trying to manage your family's allergies? Have you cracked that code? Please pass on the information. Don't forget to include the hashtag AllergexNonDrowsy. That competition closes on Friday, the 13th of September. But you can find the T's and C's, as always, on expressoshow.com. Prof, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Reach out if you need help. And if it's persistent, please, please, please see a professional.
Well, now that the kids are all healthy and well, you might be looking for a fun hands-on activity to keep them entertained while enjoying some fruity fun. And today we've got you covered on all those departments because we're making DIY fruity gummy bears using crushed nectar. I know that you're wondering how we can include juice in gummy bears. Well, I've got you covered because it's going to be quick and easy. 3 ingredients is all you need. And we can do various flavors, vibrant colors into these edible masterpieces that are so flavorful, and they really are a fantastic way to bond as a family. And I've got my main family man right here. This is going to be so good for your 2 kids, Gray. 3 ingredients is all you need. Some delicious juice. I've got the apple. What do you have there?
I am rocking our guava. Ooh, that's going to translate beautifully in a little gummy.
Exactly. The color, that's going to be stunning. We both got our gelatine going as well as our sugar. And then I've got some added honey in case we wanted just a little bit of sweetness. And it's a natural sweetness, so that's okay.
For sure, man.
Let's switch the saucepans on.
Okay,
so
where are we here?
If we say that at the same time, we're twinning.
We are synchronized in the kitchen.
Okay, there we go.
And I would assume kind of a lowish heat, eh? I suppose we're not wanting to like...
Okay, so we go in with the gelatine.
Go a little bit lower, I think.
With just a little bit of sugar.
Okay, so we're going in with our gelatine first.
Yeah.
Cool.
And crack this open. I love apple juice.
Yeah.
In fact, I love all juices.
My kids absolutely love apple juice, so I've like grown to love apple juice.
It's so good. What would you say your favorite juice is? Or
I change, man. I think I change. How much of the juice are we putting in?
So this is about half a cup, 125 mils.
There we go.
And then you literally just let it go. You
Reduce
stir
down.
it. You enjoy it. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. Do you think your kids love sugar? Is that a rhetorical question?
Oh, man, we've had to put sugar in its place. I suppose with me being on the fasting journey and understanding what sugar actually means. You can't vilify things when you eat them.
I know.
Let it be a reward, let it be a treat, let it be something that they can choose to enjoy once they fully understand what it's about.
And what effects it has.
But sugar's it's a big thing, man. So you've got to put it in its place. And being in denial and just acting like it doesn't exist, unfortunately, there is sugar in everything.
I was about to say that. I mean, even in bread, which you wouldn't expect.
No, completely. So you've got to kind of understand the field that you're playing on and work around that. So my kids have a healthy respect for it as opposed to a fear or an unnatural obsession. Now, what am I talking about? They're kids. They're 4 and 7 years old. They have an unhealthy obsession with sugar, just like all of us do when we are little kids. I used to be the kid at a school party, at a kid's party that I would eat chips and sweets at the same time just to get maximum intake like that.
I get you. When it's that time of the month for me, I just want everything sweet around me. I don't care what form it is.
Chocolate muffins suddenly feature in our household. You don't understand.
Once a month at least. But with this juice, of course, you also get the added nutrients, which is really great. You got vitamin A, C, and D. So it's really great. You could do it without the guilt, you know. Put some ice in there, enjoy a really cold little apple juice on an afternoon. It's like an afternoon delight.
I love this. You can have so much fun with your kids doing something like this while teaching them about the dangers and the benefits of nutrients and sorts of kind of little nuances. I love this kind of activity where it almost feels like a science experiment as much as you're cooking something.
And I love that as a kid. I always used to enjoy those sorts of activities.
Oh, for sure.
But listen, there's so many delicious flavors of these juices that you can enjoy. A range, in fact, apple, mango, guava, and also orange. And like Grace said, kids can experiment with their creativity and create these gummy bears. You could turn snack time into something so personalized and so much fun as well, because you can, in fact, do all different kinds of designs. We've got gummy bears
They are
today,
very cute, man.
but you could get like worms. You could get all different kinds of ones.
I liked it. I mean, we had some of the molds there, the stars, the little heart shape. You'll be amazed at how much kind of creative stuff there is out there to embrace that doesn't cost a huge amount. You hit to the right kind of store. I think you know which store I'm talking about. You can find just about any shape of any kind of mold.
You go crazy in there.
So how do we know when we... Okay,
I think I'm ready.
I think we know that you're ready when it starts to bubble. I think we're going to call it for the sake of TV.
Yes, and then
fill our
we
little
can go
molds,
straight in with our molds,
See, now this is the part that you do as the grown-up, okay?
Am I grown enough for this?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm still not. Although my son, and he was so sweet, he knows how terrible I am at making pancakes. So we wanted, for the game, as rugby is, you know, you must have pancakes for the game, according to my son. But I ended up making about 32 pancakes, and they were actually okay.
Wow, great,
but
well done.
I've got to thank him for being my hype man throughout the process. He was so, I think he could feel my pain.
We must bring Jack on so he can be all of our hype man.
Oh, man, that little
Because that
dude.
goes a long way. Okay.
Hey, this is actually working out a lot better than I thought.
Same here.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with myself.
We've grown up, Carissa.
I'm telling you.
Entered
It only
adulthood.
took 3 months. Okay.
Sure.
Let's get in there.
Beautiful.
Cute.
Yeah, I like the fact that, thinking about it now and listening to our foodie team upstairs, you could use agar to make something
If you don't do
halal.
gelatine,
Yeah.
yes. Also, just for vegans, they might want that option too.
I think we got like the perfect amount as
this
well.
could also
I've
go in
overfilled mine a little bit, but
Nope,
I'm
you
just
see,
gonna...
I overdid it. I was doing so well.
You see.
Okay, that's an extra thick gummy bear.
It's okay. You wanted to, and then
We're
that's
done.
it.
That's really
Wow.
it. The great thing is that, I mean, I'm going to take this for myself because it's the perfect size for me. But there's so many different sizes that you get with these clover juices. This is 500 mils, which is perfect for the everyday. But then you also get up to 1.5 liters, which is ideal for family meals, also sharing on things like a picnic, especially as the warmer seasons are coming. But I'm going to take this.
Oh, and you can have some fun with the apple. It lends itself to other things. So a bit of mint, loads of ice in a pitcher. It is delicious.
A virgin mojito. I'm so here for it. And then you get one of those. Shall we taste it?
Yes,
I'll
let's
taste
do it.
one.
Do
Don't
it.
give me the big star.
Do you want the big... Okay,
No,
well,
give me. It's fine. Give me the.
I'm gonna give you the heart.
Give
Okay, seeing
me
as
the
you've-
big
I was
one.
like, I'm gonna touch it with my fingers regardless. So here we go. You
I'm
get,
really gonna do it. You know, I've been eyeing this. I've been wanting to just
it's
take a bite out of it.
spectacular. I thought it was
Oh.
soap. Okay.
Okay, let's go. No TV bites here.
It's a big gummy heart. Hey? Oh, you've stolen the nation's heart, and now you're chowing it live on
I
TV.
really am.
I love that. The creativity here knows no bounds. You can go with little cute bears. You can make bespoke birthday presents. Your kids can make their friends birthday presents and put them together.
How cute. You can put
curate
it in the
little gifts.
jar.
Oh,
Close it up.
absolutely amazing. Oh, I think we've hit on an absolute win here. Well done.
Where can you find it, Grace?
You can find this full recipe on expressoshow.com, like you can find all of the culinary brilliance, and you can find the other recipes that have made this girl so emotionally happy and invested that she's actually crying. It's that good. It
Every
really
time
is.
you hear, the tears come. What can I say?
I don't know what's going on in the
It's
kitchen.
crying
Every time I
chips.
turn around, she's bawling her eyes out. But it is. I'm starting to feel a little bit emotional. These things are so amazing. Go and try them
wow.
yourself. In fact, I challenge you to be more creative than us. Show us your version of the
that would
ultimate
be
chili.
nice.
We'd love to see it. Pictures, videos. We want to see how many you can fit into your mouth. Absolutely love it. Well done.
Chubby bunny, but with gummies.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
Oh man, we've been having such a beautiful show here on the S3. And the beautiful thing is we're only halfway through. We've still got another hour and a half to go. And what you can expect between then and now, well, my friend, let me tell you about the thing I'm most excited about. It is the fact that Tropical Island of Treasure is in the building, which is why we need to meet consumer contestant, none other than Muntu Machaya. He's here to show you what GQ's all about, baby. And also, I'm on a journey to get Island Body ready. And I want you to come along with me. So we're doing it all in one. It's kind of like a little bit of an amalgamation, if you will. That's my new favorite word. And this is why you got to stick around. Don't go anywhere, Expresso family. We got a lot to do right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And my friend, I'm feeling so good. Why? It is Tropical Island of Treasure time, season 11, happening in Zanzibar. And it is about to be the season of a lifetime. And as your host, yes, it's me, Zanele Potelwa, I am so excited for us to see the celebs coming together with the consumer contestants, pairing up, all in the name of trying to win their share of 1 million rand, as well as a brand new Suzuki Jimny each. Biggest prize ever in the history of Tropical Island of Treasure. And my friend, it is going to be everything and more. But this is why today I'm so excited for us to meet GQ's finest. It is none other than Muntu Machaya. Watch this.
My name is Muntu Machaya. I'm the owner of Machaya Wellness Group, which is a personal training and coaching company, and I'm also a model on the side. I entered Tropical Island of Treasure because I wanted to put myself out there, I wanted to challenge myself, and I wanted to set a goal for myself to see if I can actually achieve it. My biggest strengths. I feel I am a charismatic individual. I feel I'm easy to get along with. I'm fun to be around. And as somebody who works in the industry of coaching and interacting with people, I feel I can connect with many people from different walks of life. So whoever I'm paired with, whatever challenge we may face, we can coach each other through it and get ourselves out of whatever challenge we may face. Of these celebrities, my potential celebs that I'd like to be paired with is Chad Jones, Hungani, or Ndavi. I think out of those three, I could really connect with them based on their social media platforms and what they post. They seem like they are charismatic, and that is a big plus for me. What I'm most looking forward to on the island is to have fun. I know 100% I'm going to be challenged, but my aim and my goal is to hopefully to have fun while being challenged, because there's nothing worse than facing a challenge and you're just not into it, you're not enjoying yourself. So I'd say I'm looking forward to being challenged, to being somebody who's going to enjoy this experience and hopefully genuinely making good connections with whoever I meet there. I've tried many flavors of Tropica, but I think the one that I enjoy the most is definitely pineapple. Orange comes in this really close second, but pineapple, I think pineapple is my favorite. What sets me apart from the other contestants? I believe I'm a bit more charismatic. I'm somebody who is great to get along with, easy to get along with, and great to be around. So my dedication and the fact that I combine that with my eagerness to learn and to be around other people would be something that sets me apart, I'd say.
Buntu's always been a hardworking person. Since we've been lighty, 6 and 7, he's always been fun and genuine, always athletic, puts in 100% in everything he does.
He's such a goal-getter. He's very inspiring to me, and like he has so much energy for literally everything and anyone, and he's like the biggest extrovert and the kindest person you'll ever meet. And he's very strong, like
yeah. He's like our #1 fan. He like supports us in everything that we do. He's always helpful. He's always there. Like if you need someone to talk to, someone to listen to, he gives great advice. He's just amazing.
I think what would set Buntu apart from the other competitors is Buntu's very smart in how to use other people's talents and resources, and I think he can get the best out of anyone he works with.
He's really a hard worker, and he just does his best in everything that he does. As soon as he has a goal, he's gonna work for it. He's gonna do his best. Like if he's interested in something, he's very passionate about it.
If I were to win, first and foremost, that money, I am getting that PS5. I need to tick that off the box. And then more sensible spending, paying off my tuition fees, study fees from when I did my honors, helping out with my little cousin's fees, and hopefully travel. I mean, I would definitely like to see more of Africa, so being picked to be on the show, I'm already getting a chance to see one part, so hopefully if I win, I can get to see more parts now in a more personal perspective.
I wish him like all the best. He should continue to be the most amazing person that he is. He must not change himself. Play the game as you would as normal, like you were living in your normal life.
And I'm definitely rooting for you. Your whole family's rooting for you, and we wish you the best of luck.
I cannot wait for this season, honey. And getting to know Buntu just made me that much more excited. Buntu, how are you? I'm amazing, thank you. And I got it wrong. I said GQ's finest, but it's actually King Williamstown's finest.
100%. It's fine. We have a house in PE, so
I get that.
swap on mic.
That's
So
what I
that's all
heard,
right.
and then
Yeah.
I thought, you know what I'm saying?
know,
Okay, all right.
It's cool, it's cool.
But Buntu, how are you feeling? 28 September is literally like right here. Everybody is going to be seeing you, like trying to go at it for the share of R1 million at a brand new Suzuki Jimny. What is on your mind?
I am, first and foremost, feeling nervous, but like good kind of nervous.
Okay.
Ecstatic.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely keen. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to be there to bring it.
I love that.
100% know that everybody else is going to be on the same page, but they've got another thing coming.
Oh, they got another thing coming, honey, because the model and fitness trainer Buntu's in the
100%.
building. I love it. And Buntu, I feel like you're such an amazing person, you know, being chosen for this. I think you're a perfect fit, and I'm so excited. But also, another thing that was the perfect fit, it is your fit body.
Yes.
Because you literally live in a summer body. You live in an island-ready body.
100%.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I love that for you. Some of us, we have to get ready. Yabo. So this is why you're here, to help me out just a little bit, please. Can you show me some moves?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sort of a morning routine or evening routine that I like to do. It's 5 movements that all tie into each other.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with a crawl. So it's interim crawl. You're going to crawl all the way forward.
Yes, we're crawling. Okay.
And then we're going to lock in there. When you crawl back, you bring those hands behind the head. We're going to drop down into a squat.
Hectic.
Easy. So you tie that up. I call it a ladder format. So we're going to do 5 of those.
Okay.
Okay, but every time we do 1, we add 1 on top.
Okay.
So it's like we're walking up the ladder. So watch.
This is
I'm
so
gonna go forward
hectic.
and back.
Okay.
And we go 1. When we come back, we're going to do 2.
2 what?
1,
Hey,
2. So we're working up that ladder.
so hectic.
It's hectic.
Didn't I say we must be a beginner?
Yes, we're here to stay ready so that we don't have to get ready.
Okay, fine, Buntu,
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
get
it.
it. Let's get it. Ready?
Ready.
And let's get it.
Okay.
Crawling. Make sure we're breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And crawl back. Hands behind the head. And we crawl. Squat up. Squat down. Crawl forward.
Oh, when you squat down, you come down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to squat twice. So 1, 2. On the third one, we crawl.
Okay.
Now we're getting it. Not at all. Now we're going to go 3. 1, 2, 1 more, 3, and we're back.
All right.
And crawl again. Up. 1,
Yeah. And do you have such a
2.
formation over there?
3, 1 more, 4. And we're going to crawl for the last one.
Okie dokie.
And we crawl.
Yeah.
And back.
Will this give me abs?
It's going to give you good legs. It's going to give you a strong core.
Okay.
And then I'll show you how we're going to get abs.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did
so
I
all
ask
of this
that?
combined
Yes.
With high knees? Yes. Okay, so from there, because we can't spot reduce, we can't just target the abs, but we can strengthen them.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get the heart rate up with the high knees and the lunge, and then we'll be on the floor for those abs. Okay, so what we're gonna do is reverse lunge, high knee, step, reverse lunge, high knee, step, 1, 2, 3. Then we repeat.
Only 3, ne?
Only 3.
Okay,
Then we'll
perfect.
show the abs. Okay, you ready?
It's fine. Ready.
3, 2, 1. So 1. We're up. The other leg. 3, 1, 2, 3. Repeat.
Okay.
Breathe in.
Muntu, this is why you're the fitness trainer,
Breathe
not
in.
me. I'm
High
just here
knees.
for
1, 2, 3. One more, then we'll get into those.
Okay.
Other one. 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from there, you just link it in by sitting down.
Okay. What do you love most about being a fitness trainer, Muntu?
I enjoy working with different people, different walks of life, from children who are going through fundamental movements, learning how to move itself,
Yes.
and then to their parents, who businessmen, women, athletes. So I just like meeting new people, seeing where they want to go with their lives and everything like that.
Love that.
fun.
Love that.
So we're gonna brace,
Okay.
chest up, legs are gonna be out, and we're gonna flutter kick.
I don't know if I can flutter kick.
You can, because you can always. So beginner, you
Okay.
just lean there, and you alternate on the
Oh,
floor.
okay, let's find out if I
Then
can.
from
Let's-
there, you just
Let's
build.
find out together, Expresso family. Let's see. 1, 2, biggie, let's go.
And let's go.
Ish.
3, let's go. Lean into it. 4.
I'm trying.
5, like you're swimming from the hips.
All right.
7. Well, let's slow it down. Let's get
Okay.
big kicks. So we're gonna go all the way up,
Uh-huh.
and when you bring it down, you switch.
Oh, nice.
So that
Okay,
can
you see
balance
that
on
one
the
I
floor.
can
3,
do.
2, 1, let's go.
Okay.
Go. And go. 4, 3, 2, and relax.
All right.
So you just tie all of that up, and it's a nice movement just to get the heart rate going, blood flowing, and you can get your day started.
I love it. And Winter, tell me, what are you most looking forward to in terms of season 11 of Tropical Island of Treasure?
I am looking forward to, most of all, obviously meeting the contestants, meeting the celebs.
Yeah.
And just seeing what everybody's got to bring.
Uh-huh.
And the excitement, any twists and turns, because we know Tropica.
Yeah. Oh, honey, we know. We know Tropica.
Yeah, just bringing it in, bringing my all into it, and doing as best as I can.
I love it. And if you were to win the money, what would you do with it?
First and foremost, I'm spending it.
I love that.
I've got a couple of plans that I like to do, but I definitely spend on myself just to sort of reward myself for putting myself out there, going all the way. But I definitely invested in my business and just getting my stuff just in track.
Beautiful. And just to end things off, because of course the 28th of September, what, it's like 18 days away now, something like that?
now.
It's like now.
It's now.
Tell me, what do you feel like, was the main reason that you decided you wanted to enter this? Like, what was it for exactly?
I've tried to enter Tropic, I think, twice before.
Really?
And I don't think I had that thing at the time.
Uh-huh.
And it's allowed me to sort of work on myself a little bit more. And this opportunity has allowed me to put myself out there and just, test what I am made of.
Yes.
So very excited and very happy that I was chosen, and
Yeah.
the people felt that, okay, no, he's got that thing.
He's got that
Let's give him
thing.
this opportunity.
Honey, you got that thing. That King Williamstown thing, that Xhosa thing, that Buntulicious thing, everything else in between. You got it. And this is why I'm so excited for you. And I wish you all of the best, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Let's get up and be, amazing humans. I'm going to learn the flutter kicks, guys. Don't look down on me. I promise. I promise I'm going to get there. I told you I'm still on a journey, right? However, the journey that is the most exciting and the most beautiful that is on the way to you is the season 11 of Tropical Island of Treasure happening in Zanzibar. 28th of September, every single Saturday on S3, 6:30 p.m. Babes, there is a date. You got to be there. However, you can also catch what we call the repeat on Monday, 9 p.m. on SABC1. It's so exciting. It's so huge. It's so big. You get to watch some of your favorite celebs along with some of your favorite consumer contestants. I'm already calling them your favorite because these peeps, amazing. And they come together, team by team, trying to win their share of 1 million rand as well as a brand new Suzuki Jimny. It's huge, okay? So you got to make sure you are there. However, I want to ask, Cape Town, how excited are you feeling about the fact that season 11 of Tropical Island of Treasure, it's right here? How are you feeling?
I'm not ready. I am not ready, my friend. I know what it's going to take because I've had a front row seat. I've worked within the production. I know how crazy it is. I cannot wait to see you out on that beach. I was going to ask you how excited you were, but I think it's clear that you're just absolutely exploding with love and joy at the opportunity. So I need to ask you this. Who do you think got off lighter with the exercise routine this morning, you or Carissa? Because I heard a lot of talking throughout that whole process.
Listen, Krem, you know what? I was exercising the vocal cords as well. You know what I mean? I believe in a full body workout. So while we were working out, we also had to talk a lot. And I love Muntu for allowing us to do so because I was going to die. You see, at the flutter kicks, he lost me. But it's fine. I'm back now.
I think he had he did have a
me.
vested interest, my sister. I think he knows who he's got to win over on the island, but cannot wait for Tropica Island of Treasure. Zanzibar kicking off at the end of this month. And of course, over the next few minutes, we've got you covered. We're going to have a whole lot of fun delving into, well, I'm going to call them Soapy royalty, because when Scheme Sam rock up at the Royalty Soapy Awards, they take everything. And we'll find out why on the other side of this.
Oh, I can't wait. Not only that, we're taking care of our hair, baby. It's an overall health Tuesday. And when it comes to our roots, we want to make sure that the hair is growing so good, so strong, so thick from the bottom up. So we'll see you after this.
It's my fear. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is a Health Tuesday on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've taken care of our bodies, but I think it's time we head to the hair, ladies and gents. And this Heritage Month, celebrate the legacy of your hair with the care it deserves. Glycolemon is honoring the beauty and strength in your roots with expert advice on nurturing healthy hair, essentially. And hairstylist Sam Thompson is here to share some essential tips on how to protect, nourish, and also fortify your hair. Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
I mentioned it earlier, but I got to give you your big ups. Your hair is insane. It looks so cool. When
it's my natural color.
It's your natural color, yeah. I grew up myself.
You know.
I love the baby bangs with the color. Just brings out your face so much more.
Thank you so much.
That also means that we trust you when it comes to hair. So
100%.
let's get into the hair chat. I'm very curious about root health in particular, because it's cool to take care and trim your ends, but let's talk about the root of the issue, right? Now, why is root health so important in maintaining the actual overall health of your hair?
So the root is where it all starts.
Yeah.
And if you have healthy, nourished, strong roots, your hair will look and feel the same. By using nice, mild, gentle products such as Glycolemon, you can achieve just these results.
Oh my goodness, that is very exciting. Now, when our roots are maybe not as healthy, but sometimes we may not be aware, are there any signs to look out for that may just alert us to, let's take this problem and tackle it at its roots, essentially?
So you will definitely notice hair thinning more than usual. Some people complain of an itchy scalp. Your hair becomes brittle and dry and tangles easily. And it just looks dull, lifeless, and bad.
Oh, no.
You know,
When you
can
say hair
definitely tell.
thinning, do you mean like when you brush your hair out and there's lots of hair, or do you actually
yes.
notice like?
I mean, look, some people have alopecia, which is the actual, you know, like bundles of hair, yes, that comes out. But also when you're brushing, you'll notice more hair coming out than usual.
Okay.
So that's definitely a sign.
Oh, goodness. So now I've seen hair loss is happening, or at least thinning is happening, dry, itchy scalp. What are some habits that I can actually adopt in the everyday to make sure that my hair actually can be at its optimal health?
Yeah, for sure. So people that have oily scalps, generally they tend to wash more often. My suggestion is to use a nice, mild, gentle home care range if you are going to be washing every day.
Okay.
Those with a coarser texture hair should rather wash less often as to not remove those important oils from the scalp, because dry hair usually is more coarse and needs more moisture.
Right.
I would also suggest those heated tools, go easy on them. Go easy on them. And if you are going to use any heated tools, at least use a heat protecting styling aid.
Right, those go a long way actually.
They really do.
Sometimes you're in a rush, but just a little or a little serum, you know. You
and
can
it's so easy to forget, but it's so important. Like we would put SPF on our skin, you need to put heat protector on your hair.
And you heard it from a hairstylist, so you know it is the truth, all right? Okay, so that is about using the products or not using certain tools at certain times.
Yes.
How about a diet? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Does that have an effect on our overall hair health?
Absolutely, 100%. So your body, as well as your hair, needs important minerals, proteins, vitamins, zinc, biotin, iron, and essential fatty acids to keep it nice and healthy and strong. Staying hydrated also will help. You know, you see your skin and your body working better when you're hydrated. Your hair will be the same.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm a low maintenance girl when it comes to my hair, which is crazy because I'm a natural hair girl. But honestly, you know it takes like an hour to do your hair anyway. So you
100%.
cannot catch me any longer in a shower. So these tips are really great. So just stay hydrated. Could you maybe even take supplements if you don't get it in your diet?
Absolutely, absolutely. So whatever you are lacking in your diet, I would definitely recommend taking a nice multivitamin or any sort of supplement that will help replenish what you are losing.
I love that you've also mentioned like fatty acids because we forget that sometimes, you know?
Definitely.
And all of those essential minerals.
They
How
are
about
very
at-home remedies?
Yes.
There's so many things that we could probably do.
100%. Yeah, there's lots of DIY hair masks, you know, leave-in treatments, leave-in styling aids that can help the health of your hair as well. So yeah, definitely. There's plenty of things we can do.
I've heard like mint, rosemary oil is really good for growth as well.
Yes.
You could do a mask with like, I think mayonnaise.
Amla oil, yes.
Olive oil, amla
Castor
oil.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that we're in the era of going back to the natural
Back to our
things.
roots,
Yeah.
100%.
Thank you very much. I see what you did there. Back to our roots, because these traditions have been practiced for years. And if you can't do that, they work. Then
really
definitely grab
work.
some products, like you said, that will help.
Definitely.
Are there any lasting words, Sam, as a hairstylist, that you just want to let people know about their overall health when it comes to their hair and their roots?
Yeah. So I would suggest, you know, do your routine, you know, do your regular masks at home. I would say go into the salon and do deep intensive treatments as well.
Yeah.
So what I normally recommend is one visit we'll do a deep intensive treatment, and then 6 to 8 weeks later we'll do a trim, a nice cut.
Okay.
And then another 6 to 8 weeks we can do another deep intensive treatment. So that way you cutting away the dead dry ends, but you're also putting back into the follicle of the hair and where it all starts.
Oh my gosh, I'm so here for that. So much attention gets paid to our bodies looking a particular way and also our mental health.
Yes.
What about our hair health?
100%.
I'm so here
Hair's
for
so
this.
important. I mean, we
Yeah.
only get one head of hair, so you need to look after it and
Yes.
take care of it.
I mean, or you could buy your hair, but you know, your natural hair that comes out of your head. Yes, you're right. Only one chance to do that. Sam, thank you so much. This has been informative.
Cool. Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.
No, of course. And like I said, because your hair looks good, I know our hair will look good after this, all right? And we've got something for you as well. Now, you stand the chance to win a Lemon hair care hamper. How exciting. Simply reply to the competition post on our Expresso social media pages and answer this one question. How have you embraced your natural hair to go back to your roots? I'm very curious about that. And also, also don't forget to leave your why. Don't forget to hashtag back to your roots as well to qualify for this competition. Now, it does close on the 27th of September, and T's and C's can all be found on expressoshow.com. Very exciting, and we have more excitement coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. What else is there, Gray?
Well, Skim Sam have dominated the Soapy space, and with good reason. They cleaned up at the Royalty Soapy Awards that were broadcast on SABC1 recently, and we're going to find out why, introducing you to a couple of the stars, get into the magic behind this incredible production. Then, of course, I think a lot of us, as we head to this time of the year, thinking about our savings. How much do we have? How much are we contributing? What's the long-term goal? We're going to go through some great saving tips and explore, I suppose, our financial culture a little bit after this. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Eventful is just one way to describe the show this morning. And my friend, it's because we're together, okay? It's always good vibes. However, you know how much we love to celebrate right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this is why we have got some superstars in the building. Yes, I am talking about multi-award winning actors and actresses, all in the name of having done so at the Royalty Soapy Awards not too long ago. And my friend, it is our actual SABC family. So even us were winners because of them. Thank you very much. I am talking about the Skim Sam family. Everyone, let's give them a round of applause. Guys, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Did you guys have a party? Like, have you really had a good time there?
We've only had like homecomings.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. As long as there's been something, because you deserve to be celebrated.
Thank you so much.
And Helen, because I feel like you are such a shining light on Skim Sam. And I say that because you're such an example to all of the youngins, but also the rest of South Africa coming in as Uma, who is actually an example to the parents. You know, how do you believe your character has evolved over the last couple of years?
You know, Mick is quite a very dramatic woman. You know, when I first got the role and I read this woman, this character who's just there.
Yeah.
So the wonderful thing about it over the years is the response from my fans, especially the mothers, you know, who would come to say, you know, we love what you are doing. We love this woman who's fighting for her family, this woman who just loves her kids, but the main thing is you don't respect your husband. And then, you know, you tell Abu Baba, go like, I'm so do what tell, no, I'm so do what tell.
Even in the streets,
Even in the so it's been quite a wonderful journey, actually, to portray me. It's been lovely.
But my Harriet, you've done it with so much grace and, you know, with so much artistry as well, which I think is why you go down in history for being a part of this huge, huge production. But I want to come to you, little Miss Troublemaker over here. Tabo, you, of course, are very different to your character, or at least I'd like to believe, because your character is a troublemaker, but in real life, what are you, babe?
I can explain.
Okay. In terms of you having to get into character, you know, how do you do it and really just being that person who's going to be the troublemaker in this scene over and over again?
At first, it was very hard because when it comes to personality, Letabo and Tswaki are the same.
Yeah.
You know, because Letabo is bubbly. Letabo is that welcoming spirit. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't really hard getting into character when it comes to portraying the personality, that side of the personality.
Yes.
But it only hit when I had to just become different to what Letabo is. You understand? In terms of the scenes, the storyline that I had recently, it was very hard getting into character. I had to literally be in character, you know, be a different person, which is something I was not used to because this is my first TV break.
So,
you know, so it was really challenging, but I enjoyed the challenge.
And babe, look at you on such a huge production.
Period.
Come on. Queen, thank you very much. And guys, obviously, with you now coming out as award winners, let me read them out to your Expresso family. Thank you very much. Harriet took home Outstanding Supporting Actress. Let's have took home Viewers' Choice Best Actress. And Matlatsi won Viewers' Choice Best Actor. Thank you very much. Matlatsi, okay. Thank you. Yeah. They better put respect on your name.
Please.
What does this mean to you?
It means a lot to me because it's a dream come true. I've been dreaming to have this and told this. I'm a young storyteller.
Yeah.
I'm a dream. I've been dreaming about this. Skim Sam is a dream as well.
Yeah.
You know, so holding this, like, I can't believe it. It's God's grace. And yeah, I couldn't do it without God and the fans at home.
Oh, I love it. And tell me, what's your favorite part about playing your character?
My favorite part. There's a lot.
There's so many.
There's a lot. One thing about this character, this character breaks walls.
Yes.
You understand? And then he doesn't like to be defeated most of the time. Yeah, he's that boy. So yeah.
He's that boy. He's him.
Yeah, it's him.
He's him.
It's him.
I love that.
You know. So yeah, that's what I can say for now.
I love that. And Harriet, did this feel like a little bit of you getting your flowers for all of the hard work that you've been putting in over the years?
You know, I always say, give us flowers while we are still alive. And actually, this award came at a time where emotionally, physically, financially, I was not in a good space.
Really,
because,
Mom?
so early this year, I had hip replacement surgery.
Oh, wow.
So I was out of work for like 4 months, you know, and not getting paid now. The little savings you have now to use them. Nothing is coming in. And I'm struggling with my recovery also. And then my fans, those people, you know what? If I had, I don't know what I can,
a million trillion
I will just throw to everyone. You know, it came at that time and it just said to me, Harriet, you are okay. You have been doing this for long. And so today, here's a bunch of flowers.
I love it. And I'm so glad you guys were able to smell them, and especially you, my Harriet, because I feel like it's such a beautiful culmination of all of the work that you've been putting in. And guys, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe on your first TV break, you won an award.
You understand.
But you
both
did it.
awards, like, it's both of us.
Both of you. I love it. And I'm so proud of you guys. And the beautiful thing is, it's only the beginning. So congratulations, guys. We love you guys. South Africa loves you. And this is why they will remain being one of the biggest shows in the country, honey. People make an appointment each day to say, I'm going to watch Skim Sam. So even you must do the right thing and be there. Thank you very much. Weekdays, 7:30. Dango. For now, though, let's take a look at what's happening in the news with Carissa.
A minute after 8 o'clock, yes, it is time to get into your national news, but a huge congratulations to all those winners from Skim Sam. All right, Johannesburg's Metro bus service will transition to a cashless system on the 1st of October as part of its digital transformation. Executive Manager Tsepo Nathan announced that all fares must be paid digitally with a tag, as cash will no longer be accepted. The cost of purchasing Metrobus smart tags will be reduced, making them more affordable. New cards will be available for 35 Rand for new passengers from the 27th of September, while the deadline for using old cards is the 30th of November. The first 10,000 passengers will receive a free new card. Sticking to local news, as part of the crime-fighting initiative Operation Shanela, police arrested 13,000 suspects nationwide between the 2nd and the 8th of September. The suspects are linked to serious offences such as murder, rape, assault, robbery and illegal firearm possession. A police spokesperson, Athlenda Mate, reported the recovery of over 200 firearms and 53 stolen or hijacked vehicles. Additionally, 6 transit robbers were fatally shot in Germiston, while 3 suspected kidnappers were arrested in Ennerdale, Gauteng. Operation Chanele continues to target crime hotspots and reduce violent crime nationwide. Looking further afield at your international news headlines, Kenya's Finance Ministry will solicit public input on new legislation to boost revenue and address other challenges, Finance Minister John Mbadi announced. This follows protests that led to the withdrawal of a controversial financing law. In June, President William Ruto abandoned tax hikes exceeding $2.7 billion after protests resulted in over 50 deaths. The government now faces a larger budget deficit, rising pending bills, and delays in IMF funding. Initially, the minister considered reviving some tax hikes, but reversed this decision amid public backlash. The Indonesian government has agreed to a moratorium on new hotels, villas, and nightclubs on the island of Bali to prevent overdevelopment and protect indigenous culture. The governor of Bali, Sang Mad Mahendra Jaha, has already started cracking down on rude tourists who misbehave since travel restrictions were lifted after the COVID pandemic. Approximately 3 million people visited the island in the first half of the year. Now, the official start date for the moratorium has not yet been determined. We close up your news for today with a story to put you in a good mood, where Charlie's journey to freedom marks a heartwarming chapter in South Africa's wildlife history. After 40 years in captivity, Charlie, the last elephant in a South African zoo, has been given a new life and a new name. And a very fitting one at that. His new name is Duma, meaning to dominate, be famous, and thunder. Now, the EMS Foundation, along with dedicated experts, worked tirelessly to secure his release from Pretoria Zoo to Shambhala Private Reserve, when Duma decided to take his first steps into freedom a few days ago. Walking through the passage into his first field of freedom, his caretakers captured the footprints he left behind and were overcome with emotion. In this Heritage Month, Duma's story is a beautiful reminder of resilience and hope. Definitely 2 things that South Africans know quite a lot about. That's where we leave your news for today. Let's have a final look at your sports with G-Man.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's kick it off with footballing news. Last night, Randall Kolo Muani and Ousmane Dembele found the net as France secured a 2-0 win over Belgium in their UEFA Nations League encounter, recovering from their weekend loss to Italy, with captain Kylian Mbappe still absent and 8 changes made by coach Didier Deschamps. France bouncing back just in time in a repeat of their Euro 2024 last 16 victory, clearly finding form at the right time. Let's hope the same can be said for England's captain Harry Kane as he earns his 100th cap in the Nations League match against Finland at Wembley today. The 31-year-old Bayern Munich striker with 66 goals for his country becomes the first England centurion since Wayne Rooney. Quite an honour, and a pre-match ceremony will honour Kane on that note, and then former manager Sven-Goran Eriksson as well, who sadly passed away last month. Now turning to cricket, a lot to get excited about as Rob Walter has unveiled the Proteas squads for the upcoming ODI series against Afghanistan and the white ball tour up against Ireland in the UAE. So Jason Smith and Nkaba Peter have earned their maiden ODI call-ups. Congrats, gents. While 21-year-old Andile Similari also joins both the ODI and T20 squads. Then Lungi Ngidi returns after recovering from a calf injury. And that series against Afghanistan kicks off on the 18th of September, running until the 22nd in Sharjah, followed by 2 T20s and 3 ODIs up against Ireland in Abu Dhabi. And that's from the 27th of this month till the 7th of October. Now, finally, the news we've all been waiting to report on, and we couldn't be happier. The Sharks have confirmed officially the return of Springbok captain Siya Kolisi. After one season with Racing 92 in France, Kolisi will rejoin the Sharks for the upcoming United Rugby Championship. Of course, reunited with his brother at arms, Eben Etzebeth. Following a mutual agreement to part ways with Racing 92, Kolisi is now set to return to Durban after the current international season, hopefully with a new Rugby Championship crown under his belt as well. But great to have you back officially in SA, big guy. And that's where we leave our sporting highlights for this morning. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Let's get you to where you're going on time, shall we? What's happening in the traffic? Well, let's start off in Gauteng and Midrand. There's been an accident on the N1 northbound before Olifantsfontein Road. The right lane is blocked, and as a result, delays are expected. So approach the affected area with caution, please. Still keeping it in Gauteng and Soweto. There is traffic at a standstill on the N12 east towards Protea Glen. Make use of an alternative route and plan your journey to accommodate to those expected delays. Now over to Cape Town in Bellville. Delays are being experienced on the N1 inbound at Durban Road due to congestion. Maintain a safe following distance and allow for added travel time, please. With that being said, let's get into what's happening with your weather. It seems this morning there is a warning for damaging winds and navigation risks. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds causing navigation difficulties at sea between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas. Extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated over the northern parts of the Northern Cape and the western areas of Northwest. Elsewhere, the country should expect windy and cloudy weather with scattered showers. And we always say, though, please make sure that you do stay safe no matter what. And we also do want you to make sure you're dressed accordingly, yabo. But before we get to our temperatures, let's first find out who is absolutely showing us a beautiful view in terms of their sunrise view. Oh, it even says good morning. Oh, a huge shout out to Amanda from St. James, you beauty. Thank you so much for this. I love it. Good morning to Mzansi. And of course, you've blessed us in the most incredible way because that picture is absolutely stunning. 06340888863 is where you can send your sunrise view. And thank you so much, Amanda. You did the things this morning. Let's get to those temperatures, though, as we continue on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Absolutely beautiful day. Thank you so much for all the beautiful sunrise pictures. We love seeing the seasons shift in your neck of the woods, so keep them coming. But don't do it right now, or you've got just the ad break to go and do it. But when we return, we are going to be discussing vaccines. I know quite a contentious effort. We are going to get into the heart of why it's vital that we kind of track where we are in the year and make sure that we are back to up.
And with the end of the year just around the corner, we got to talk about saving, man. I know it might be something you don't want to hear right now, but we have to remind you because we have to give you some financial advice. Well, not Gray and I. We've got the experts to do exactly that. Bring us the money. On the other side of this, so much more awaits you on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Yes, your story really does matter. In fact, all of our stories matter, and that's how I choose to see finance. It is a story, it's a narrative, a culture within our lives, and I think savings is a big part of that and should be a big topic of conversation because we all have to do it, no matter what phase of life we are in. But do we really know how to do it and stay committed to doing it? And we want to layer that into our culture.
Yeah, it's also a bit of a taboo subject too, because money, ooh, we don't always want to talk about it, but one person that definitely brought it to the table in the best way that she knows how. Last week we had comedian Tumi Morake on the show and talking about the launch of the I Grew It campaign, which is aimed at giving viewers some financial advice.
Absolutely love this, and I absolutely love ABSA's approach to making things more accessible and easy to understand, because I think the fear and that misunderstanding often stands in the way. So this week we're going to chat about savings, but let's take a little look back at what the head of human resources officially had to say.
Sure, there's nothing like a good cappuccino wabana to kickstart your day. But not like this, ne? I usually buy my cappuccino downstairs, ne? Maria, I'm trying to save myself some randamas for that rainy day wabona, which might never come, but you don't want it to catch you offside, wabon. So I'm being a barista, DIY, with my own machine. Here goes nothing. No. There has to be a better way to save, guys. Oh, wow.
Dumelang future savers, wealth builders, and yes, even you future gazillionaires. Welcome to I Grew It. I'm Tumi Morake, and in this episode, Ed Dollar has some savings issues. Let's see how we can plug them with some info so they can rewrite the story of their finances. Tawanda, you are the head of savings and investments. Why do we need to save? Like, let's just get real here.
It is hard. What you want is financial independence. You don't want each time something comes up, the first thing you want to do is to borrow. If you have a little kitty somewhere, it affords you that chance when an opportunity arises to take advantage of it. We call it Black Friday. You don't want to miss out on a really good deal because you don't have the cash at hand. Saving allows you to be ready for any eventuality, depending on what you're saving for, which is very important to have that goal. It then determines what sort of instrument or what sort of savings or investment you need to take up. The key thing is to know what you're saving for. That then guides you into which instrument you take. A lot of people get detracted from saving because they think you need to have a lot of money to start saving. There's no amount that's too small. The key thing is to just start.
Find out how to save for your goals and rewrite the story of your finances with I Grew It. ABSA, your story matters.
I love that. Our head of human resources.
I love it.
You picked the perfect person, ABSA. I'm so here for it. And one person that got to sit down and chat to her was Sanele. And I'm so curious if you picked up anything from that convo. And what is your philosophy around the concept of savings, Zan?
Oh my goodness, I love this. I absolutely love it when we get to have a little bit of financial knowledge coming our way. You know what I mean? And especially with the head of human resources there, Tumi Morake. She's incredible, an absolutely amazing woman, and more than anything, bringing humor together along with finances. I think that ABSA is just right on the money. Haha. See what I did there? They genuinely did something special with this, and I think it's so incredible.
And it really is, because we've got to kind of normalize the conversation within your own family, never mind within public spaces or within that kind of professional circuit. We've all been through the most.
Yeah. 100%.
And I think everyone needs to understand that we're going to be in different phases of.
Yeah.
So you might think being younger that you don't really have a culture of saving yet, but you probably do focus on certain things, on goals, stuff that you want to achieve. So maybe that's a good way to frame it for you. Is there something that you want to get? I would imagine the house has got to be on the kind of trajectory of where you're at right now. Or have you saved up for a car? Has there been that one thing that you're really proud of having saved for?
Ooh, that's a great one. I didn't really think about it like that, but when I was younger, just coming out of high school, I saved up for my first laptop ahead of going to university. So that was a really exciting achievement for me. And as I've gotten older, it's like saving for deposits for apartments that I need to get. And right now I am in that place of buying property, and you want to save up in order to reduce, you know, the
bigger
cost
deposit, the better, baby. I love that. So Zanella, we've got you linked up again. I've got to put this to you because you seem quite switched on. For someone who is so young, you've certainly got your ducks in a row. Do you have a particular saving method or like a ritual that you go through when the salary comes in, the savings get put away? And I'm not putting any pressure on you to have that. I'm just asking, how do you approach your savings?
Thank you for saying that, Graham, because sometimes I feel like I don't have everything together. So I'm glad that it looks like it sometimes. However, I do always, you know, consult my financial advisor because I feel like, you know, they have some of the most incredible ways for us to be able to do things like saving. However, the thing that really has helped me is making sure that I have a debit order that goes off for my savings. So yes, debit orders aren't always our best friends, but when it comes to something like taking that money and putting it into a rainy day fund, or maybe even just a savings account where it's going to possibly, you know, earn a little bit of interest, those debit orders are my friends because they're gone even before I can touch the money. So I think that that's definitely helped me. And more than anything else, always just seeking advice when it comes to my finances, Graham.
Because we are, and I suppose the gift of this job is that you're generally sat next to a financial expert or someone who's kind of been through it. But the bottom line is you need to talk about it and try to layer in something that works for you. Don't base what you need to do on someone else's life journey, the season of their life. And I suppose it's always this war of like, I need to invest. But there is also debt that comes along as a grown-up. And I think post-COVID, all of us pushed credit cards, pushed overdraft, took out personal loans, whatever it took to get through. In my case, it was a year off air, which is a crazy long time to sustain yourself with no income coming in. And there, like half of our industry was like that. But it's taught me now the value of being able to be laser focused on what you do need to go after. The sense of achievement once you have ticked off, whether that's dispelling a debt, whether that's buying that thing that you've earned for yourself with your blood, sweat and tears, there is something really powerful about the outcome when you do get the balance right for yourself. So it starts with speaking to a professional, I think.
Or just, like you said, raising the topic with each other because there's so much shame attached exactly to what we do when it comes to money. But as soon as you talk about it and, like you said, dispel the myths, dispel all of the shadows, we definitely can bring light to a subject that all of us face, right?
Man, I love it. So what are you going to go and grow? I am loving this I Grew It campaign. And if you want to catch the full episode, which is hilarious and very enlightening, then we really suggest that you do check out ABSA's YouTube page. Enjoy.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Okay, we've got the small matter of 100 million rand to be given away, or won at least today. 100 million rand is the Powerball jackpot on this Tuesday. It's estimated at around 100 million. I'm going to say it's 100 million.
I think it's 100 million. It's a lot of money, all right? I can't even comprehend. So what are you waiting for? You can go ahead and buy your tickets today in store. You could also head to nationallottery.co.za. Of course, that's the website you can jump on, or even the mobile app. It's made so easy for yourself, and banking's there, or simply just dial *120 *7529 hash for all USSD. These details, Gray, they are available on our socials too.
All the time. We'll keep them up on our social media platforms so you can go and check them out at your leisure and just start fantasizing about what you're going to buy. But you have to ponder, push or play Powerball for that estimated 100 million rand in the jackpot today. And it could be yours. I hope it's you. And you know I'm talking directly to you right now. Look into my eyes. It's yours. Go and get it.
It's got to be yours. Still so much coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're in the final hour, and we're going to make the absolute most for it. We've saved the best for last, so you're going to stick around to find out exactly what that's about.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show on S3. And my lovely, how can we feel good best? It is when we look after our health, okay? And one thing that plays a huge role in doing that is vaccines. They help us to not just make sure that we are actually 100% protected from all kinds of diseases, but it even helps us against disability in terms of those diseases that could cause that. And this, my friend, is why in Pharmacy Month, we are celebrating the fact that we truly get to, hey, say what's up to our beautiful pharmacists who are helping us out with this. But we also want to highlight the great work that they are doing. And of course, it is always in partnership with the Adcock Ingram OTC sponsors of Brave. And today we get to chat to someone who is so knowledgeable about it. I'm talking about lecturer from Wits University. It is none other than Mohammed Valley. Let's give him a huge round of applause, everybody. Mohammed, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Sanil.
That's good. Mohammed, I want us to dive right into it because one thing that I know, some people are very iffy when it comes to vaccines about is, where to even get them sometimes. So I want to please ask you, are pharmacists sufficiently, equipped and trained to administer vaccines?
Yes, they are, actually. So what has happened is the Pharmacy Council has actually mandated training for pharmacists in order to allow them to vaccinate.
Okay.
And there are many service providers who actually provide this particular type of training. And as a result of that, those pharmacists who want to actually provide vaccination to patients can undergo this training and therefore be able to vaccinate.
Okay, so no backdoor vaccines here. We go to the pharmacy. That's where we go.
That's exactly it.
Yes. And this is why I want to ask you, please, why do pharmacists need additional training when it comes to vaccines?
So it's technically not additional training, right? It's just standardization training so that everybody who vaccinates patients can do so in a standardized manner.
Okay, so just that it's the same across the board, essentially.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. And especially because, like I said, sometimes people are a little bit apprehensive when it comes to vaccines. Knowing that even makes, I think, everybody feel better that we're all getting the same vaccines in the same way, right?
That's exactly it. It's a safety thing.
I love it. And can we talk a little bit about, a little bit of a true or false thing? Because, some people believe that there are some diseases or other vaccines that contain the very disease that are designed to kind of protect us against that disease. Is that true or false?
And well, it's true, actually.
Okay.
Right? But from a certain perspective, right? Okay. So what happens is that there are a minority of vaccines that currently are made on the market that are called live attenuated vaccines.
Okay.
And those particular types of vaccines, actually, they do contain the virus or the bacteria. But generally, it's a weakened version of it. The majority of vaccines that we have available today obviously do not have the entire virus or bacteria in it. Instead, they contain just a small little portion to sort of trick your immune system into thinking that, you're getting sick. And therefore, for the next time when you actually do get the virus or bacteria, then your immune system is already prepared. It's kind of like having a security system, you know.
Sure. You guys also, you have a lot of science behind you, Mohammed. Because for you to come up with something that seems like the virus, but isn't the virus, or the disease that is, that's crazy.
Well, technically, it's more your immune system that is the amazing thing, right? Because it just recognizes a small little portion of the virus or the bacteria, and then moving forward, what it does actually is it says, okay, so that's what it looks like. The next time I see it, I'm going to attack it.
I love that. And of course, you know, when we talk about vaccines, there's so many different things we can get vaccinated against. So can I ask you, what are some of those that maybe the public needs to know about? What can I get vaccinated against?
You specifically or the public in general?
The public in general.
Okay, well, in general, what I would generally suggest to patients is that go and talk to someone who has a idea of your medical history first, because that's a very important thing. To decide on which vaccines to actually take, you need to know what the patient's medical history is. Based on that, then you can move forward. Also, there's some vaccines you may need to take to travel abroad, for example. So then you might want to tell the person where you're going so that they can then help you make that decision. Ultimately, it's your decision, but we want to be able to advise you the best way we can.
100%. So to anybody who's like sitting there now and going, would I really need to get vaccinated against certain things, such as like, let's say, yellow fever? What do you say to them?
So then I would say to them that it depends where you're traveling in the world and whether or not it's a requirement.
Yes,
so yellow fever is a good example.
Okay. And in terms of you saying, you need to go and speak to someone in terms of who or what you can get vaccinated with, can I go to pharmacists and ask for their advice?
Yes, of course. And in fact, what they will do is they will actually give you more information about the vaccine as well. So if your concern is, for example, am I getting a particular virus or bacteria in my vaccine, you can ask them, is it a live attenuated vaccine? And they'll be able to tell you.
I love that. So Mohammed, essentially what you're saying here is that when it comes to vaccinations, our pharmacists, they know, they are actually equipped, they have all of the necessary skills and everything. We can trust them 100%.
You should always trust your pharmacist.
I love that. Beautiful. Well, Mohammed, thank you for joining us. And please continue doing the great work, like I said.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. It is, of course, Mohammed who's representing Wits University, one of their lecturers, but someone who is here today to help us, in fact, celebrate the fact that our pharmacists, they know the things that they should know, and they can, in fact, help us when it comes to those vaccines. And this is why I'm so glad that all of the teams coming together, and of course, most importantly, like I said to you, in partnership with Adcock Ingram, OTC sponsors of Brave, doing the things that need to be done in making sure that we know what we need to know when it comes to vaccines. I am a huge fan of it. And as we continue to celebrate, Pharmacist Month, I think that this is exactly where we need to be in doing so right here, my Feel Good Breakfast Show family.
September is Pharmacy Month, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, inspiring communities one pharmacy at a time.
Yeah, I'm going to reinforce that. Go and show your pharmacists some love today, and your doctors for that matter. They play such an important role. But Ian, I don't know, I love you, guy. We're going to take the quickest of breaks, then we're going to delve into, I think, probably the most exciting frontier on the planet right now, solar and alternative energy. It plugs into social development, it plugs into commercial, it plugs into everything. And it's an incredibly exciting new world. So we'll delve deeper into that.
Yeah, the future is here. And then we get into something really exciting. I honestly have the best job because I was out in Franschhoek exploring the small town that was so stunning, filled with heritage and culture and so much more goodness that you'll have to stick around to find out. It is absolutely stunning. Protea Hotel, you've done an outstanding job, and we've got to check out a little bit more about that after the break.
Tough life, eh?
It's so tough.
Man.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday because we've been together ever since 6 a.m. and my friend, we're rounding things off so nicely. We still got beautiful music on the way. But right now, we got information that you need to know about because in South Africa, we know just how much power supply can be absolutely unpredictable. So understanding, alternative energy routes and ways in which we can actually be a part of this beautiful movement, I think it is always so great to do so, which is why this morning we are joined by none other than Francois Botha, who is the CEO of Power Africa. And my friend, I hope you're ready to learn because we're going to be getting into understanding alternative energy and so much more. So everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please. Francois, how are you?
Good, thank you, and you?
Amazing, thank you. Francois, you and your team are doing incredible work. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
But I want to know, in terms of anybody who is out there and being like, who is Power Africa? What do they do? What can you tell us?
Thank you once again to be here. It's what an opportunity, and I'm so excited to talk about alternative energy with you today. I mean, especially Power Africa and what Power Africa has done for South Africans, the positive impact Power Africa has already done for so many South Africans and will continue to do through the supply and installation of alternative energy products. So it's so exciting to be here. And you know what, Power Africa is so fortunate to already help thousands of South Africans, not just to lift or elevate their lives through alternative energy, but actually, and the most important thing for me is to save thousands of rands on their monthly electricity account. So by doing that, Power Africa has effectively helped our South Africans with a solution that kicks, our current Eskom situation a little bit, where. So brilliant to be here. Thanks again.
Of course. And Francois, thank you so much for the great work, like I said, that you're doing. And of course, you even spoke about it. You touched on the fact that electricity is getting more and more just expensive. The price is unstable every now and again. This is where you guys come in. And this is why I have to ask, what does Power Africa actually offer to people in terms of helping them when it comes to that?
So perfect statement. If we look at the national crisis that we're in as an electricity situation, it's a huge crisis and the roots run very, very deep. Even if we don't see it immediately every day around us, the roots of this crisis runs deep. And even if for some reason an institute, like let's say the government, implements this perfect plan, executes the perfect plan for beautiful solution, it will still take years, maybe decades before we feel that solution. I'm talking about Eskom in trillions of debt. So that's not an overnight solution. And that's where Power Africa wants to come in, to be the light of at the end of this tunnel, to say, listen, there is an opportunity. Let's help each other to save on your electricity bill. Let's move forward with alternative energy. And we focus mainly on two big sorts of alternative energy. And that's our solar products and services. But most importantly, and my favorite, is wind energy. We now provide wind turbines, wind energy for households and businesses. So we can actually harness the wind at our house to run our household and save on electricity.
And how can we take advantage of that? You know what I mean? Like, how can we be a part of this? Because that's incredible.
Yeah, that's the big question.
Yes.
So Power Africa does free site inspections all over South Africa. We have branches across South Africa, and we really want to see everyone out there to educate about alternative energy, not just solar and batteries, which we know already, but combining these forms of alternative energy in one big solution that's more dependable, more reliable, more sustainable, more affordable. So we'll have a big promotion just now, and that's where our clients get to contact us for free site inspection and quotation and be able to save on their electricity account from now on forward.
Beautiful. And Francois, you know what? You guys are the light of our lives because of what you're doing. But now you're the light of our lives because you're here for a promotion that allows us to live our best lives when it comes to alternative energy. Speak to us about it.
So first time being here, I'm so excited. I loved it. It was an awesome conversation. And that's why I want to give up to 40% discount on all our listeners today. So we always do that on a big show like this one. So we want to give up to 40% discount on our first purchases on Power Africa. That's wind, that's solar. So all they have to do is SMS the word solar. SMS the word solar to 43366. That's the word solar to 43366 for a huge promotion.
That's incredible. 40%. I'm sold. You guys need to come to my house today, Francois.
Excellent.
So wait, what do I need to know, though, when we talk about installation as well as maintenance?
That's an awesome question. So that's why the site inspection is so important for us. We need to have that personal connection. We want to come out to the property. We want to know what your needs, because needs differ. My house, your house, it's a different situation. So we want to talk about your needs, see the household's needs, then decide, are we going to use wind? Are we going to combine it with solar?
Yeah.
What do we want to do? Do we want to save on electricity? Do we want to go completely off-grid? And we walk that path with our clients. So SMS, the word solar, to 43366.
It's 43366. You got that, Expresso family? 43366. Send solar immediately, my friend. And just like that, you could get a beautiful quotation from Power Africa. Francois and the friends, they are waiting for you to do so that they come to your house and make your life a little bit easier when it comes to alternative energy. And just like we said, my love, we honestly have these issues of power. And this is why we're always looking for that alternative side. But Power Africa is making it easy for you, saying they'll come to you and do all the things that need to be done. And of course, if you are looking for more information, it is power-africa.co.za. And one thing I also know is that we love it when we find people who are the light of our lives, which Power Africa are. So do the right thing. Right about now, though, I got to check in on the beautiful Cape Town family. Guys, the light's still on that side?
Oh, we're going to bring you Cape Town like you've never seen it before, my friend. As summer approaches, there is no better time to explore this beautiful part of the world, most notably the Cape Winelands.
Absolutely. Listen, this one in particular has luxurious rooms. Not only that, a serene poolside view and top-tier cuisine. I'm talking about none other than the Protea Hotel by Marriott Franschhoek that sets the perfect scene for a beautiful getaway, Graham.
So I'm feeling the FOMO just a little bit, but with good reason, as this young lady is about to take us on a little journey for a sneak peek of everything staying at this gem and what it has to offer. Let's take a little look.
Tucked away in the picturesque winelands amidst beautiful mountains is the Protea Hotel Franschhoek. Now, this enchanting stay lies in the heart of Franschhoek, a historic town just 80 kilometers east of Cape Town. I'm telling you, this is more than just a destination. It offers culture, cuisine, as well as history to create the perfect atmosphere that you and I get to enjoy.
Good afternoon, Carissa. I'm Niku.
Hi, Niku.
I will escort you to your rooms. You're more than welcome to follow me.
Please, let's go. Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful first impression this hotel has already made on me. I'm a visual person, so when I step into a space, my eyes eat first. And I had a feast just looking at the vibrancy of the space, the beautiful colors used as well, complementing the tiles with the black and white, the greens, the pinks. It all comes together so wonderfully that I know that this is my kind of jam. Jennifer, I must tell you, the moment I stepped into this space, there was just something so different. It was authentic and unique. Can you tell me a bit more about that aspect of the hotel?
Carissa, what makes us unique is you get this boutique feel when you walk into the hotel. And this is where old world charm meets modern day luxury. I always say to our guests, leave your car in the parking lot and walk town. Our location makes us the ideal spot for any traveller to just wander into town at leisure or come and lay by the pool and take in the scenes of the Franschhoek Pass and the surrounding mountains.
What can you offer your guests that decide to choose this hotel to stay at?
We have what we call a hybrid breakfast, which is a hot a la carte menu, and a cold buffet, which is served at the Hussegrill behind me, who happens to be the only Huss in the country to serve breakfast. Our other services include mobile spa services, which our lovely reception staff will be able to assist our guests with in making reservations for. This year, our project was refurbishing our pool, and we're finally in the final stages of getting to that perfect, serene setting for our guests to enjoy that cocktail or just lazy in the sun all day.
Jennifer, I think I'm going to take your advice and use these feet to go and explore town, because I heard there's a special sweet spot I've got to check out.
Make sure you stop at Huguenot Chocolates, you in for a treat.
Oh, I'm in heaven. Look at this. Cinnamon curry leaf. I have never. So many different options of bars. Got some bowls. Ooh. cherry and black pepper.
You have to try cherry and black pepper.
Okay, I will. That's different. Oh my goodness, this has been so exciting. Do you guys have tastings or classes that you offer?
Yes, ma'am. We do chocolate tastings every day, 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Zayn will take you through.
Yes, please, Zayn, let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Carissa. All right, here goes nothing. Jaden, please be easy on me. Where do we begin?
I will firstly put the filling into the piping bag, just like this.
The pressure is on. Let's see how I do. This is kind of therapeutic, actually. I mean, it's imperfect, but... Well, I'm telling you right now that if you ever stop at Protea Hotel by Marriott Franschhoek, this is a must-do. Who doesn't like chocolate? And the fact that you get to make it yourself just makes it that much better. Jaden, how did I do?
Very good, very good.
You heard it from the man himself. And that's it, looking good for the rest of the day. Over here, we have dessert before we have a meal because life is too short, but the foodie in me definitely wants to experience what the restaurant has on offer. I am so ready to eat. Talk me through some of the signature dishes we'll experience today.
So today we'll be enjoying a few starters, mains and desserts, specifically that have been curated by the Hussar Grill team. Starters will begin with a Capri salad, which is your traditional foie de latte mozzarella alongside fresh tomatoes, basil pesto and a drizzling of balsamic glaze. In addition, we'll have a tasting of our biltong that we produce in store.
How are we gonna top this? Please tell me what we're having for mains.
So for mains, we'll start off with a bone marrow ribeye, 28-day matured ribeye steak, and then we have a bone marrow that is situated on top, just to kind of add to the richness and the flavor of the dish itself. And to just further emphasize upon the steakhouse side of things, we will be providing a 300-gram pepper fillet for this evening. The 28-day matured steak will be accompanied with a Madagascan peppercorn sauce. And to finish everything off, we'll be providing a few desserts that are signature to Hussar Grill. We will be having the Hussar Death by Chocolate. Alongside that, we will be providing the baked cheesecake that is produced in-house with a recipe that has been tried and tested by all the establishments around the country. And then finishing off with our Hussar ice cream dessert, which is a flurry of multiple flavors that have been combined just to ensure that satisfaction is guaranteed.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through all of this, but I'm always up for a challenge. Let's eat. My stay here has been short, but oh so very sweet, from the breathtaking views all around me to the chocolate tasting and making, and the staff making me feel like absolute royalty. I can tell you one thing, that Protea Hotel by Marriott Franschhoek definitely needs to be top of your list for your next unforgettable escape. Wow.
That's
Take
the face
me
of
back.
a ribeye steak right there.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about right now. That cheesecake and that ribeye and the chocolate. I got to make chocolate, Gray. Like, have you ever in
Incredible.
your life?
Is that not the most beautiful part of
I'm
the
going back.
slice of heaven?
Wow.
For
I'm
a
going
romantic
back.
weekend, eh?
Maybe.
Nice, you've got this, girl. Well, the whole bottom line is it's here. It's on our doorstep, and you can go there with that special person that you love the most in the world, or just on your own, like Carissa. Explore a new destination with a staycation that ticks all of the boxes. How you do it? Sign up as a Bonvoy member today on Marriott.com and then experience that gem and a whole lot more for yourself.
Do it. Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and create the ultimate burger from scratch using your favorite Clover products. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper.
Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover made with love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, we're back like Mkola for the last time this morning here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I say that because we are wrapping up Kamnandi with an absolute superstar. He is a rising star from Johannesburg who is taking the world by storm. I am talking about Umawelele, who is here to tell us all about his beautiful journey thus far, but more than anything else, to tell us how he is a singer, songwriter, and pianist, and why he deserves your ears. Everybody, let's give him a Feel Good welcome, please. Come on. How are you, superstar?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
That's good. It's good to see you. And also, I think that when we talk about your journey, one of my favorite things is how it started because your dad taught you how to play the piano. So talk to me about that. Why did he think that he should do that?
I don't know. Hey, I don't know, but it was just him feeling it, I think, because he took me out from Glaleni Ball and then he angfake emculweni, so that was nice.
I
appreciate him now.
We appreciate him because, like I said, we have a superstar, and this is why you got to check this out, beautiful Expresso family. This is just a snippet of one of his songs.
Yabona abantu abanderstand ukuthi mina nawe siyophelela ekufeni take my heart take my soul.
Come on, it's All My Life, his new single. King, talk to us about that.
So All My Life is a song about uthando. It just expresses a feeling I want to see you every day of my life. So yeah,
That's
what
so
it
cute.
is.
Oh, you love a boy. When I certified lover boy.
Of course.
I love it. And let's go back a little bit again, just to when you were younger. What made you realize that, hey, man, I can actually sing?
Yo, so the person on Fundisi keyboard, so Ubaba started teaching me keyboard because he knew a little bit. And then after that, angfunela umuntu bekangifundisa like every Saturday.
Yes.
And then that person told me, ukuthi, for you to know ingoma, you need to sing it. Yabo. So one time I was just doing my thing. And then Ubaba bekasemsebenzini, my mother was like, yo, you can actually sing. Yabo. So aqala ngithatha ama video, and then from there, that's when I started growing this thing. Aqala ngangena emakhwayeni and all that.
I love that. And of course, from the choirs to big stages now. Talk to me about you and Black Diamond. How did they discover you?
Okay, so during lockdown, I was just bored, posting videos on Instagram, just tagging them, yabo. And then they replied, Baboni talented, and then we started working from there.
That's incredible, because you know how many people, tag every day.
A lot.
Right?
Yeah.
So for you to have been discovered like that, it's huge. Right?
Yeah.
And the blessings just keep falling in your lap, my babes, because all my life, your new single, you collaborated with Questa. How did that come about?
Yo, I did the song, and then I think last year, in October, I started posting the song on TikTok. And then it went viral, viral, abantu bafuna ukuthi iphume. So one of my bosses, CEOs, what's in fact, it would be nice to get someone big on the song. So let's just try someone. And then was I just to Quest, and then he just hopped on.
Oh,
that's simple.
Man.
Yeah.
And listen, someone like Questa doesn't just hop onto any song.
Yo.
Hey?
They don't just, I guess he believed on the song a lot, because now we all turned out cool, so yeah.
And it's a beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
And of course, your journey is very new. You're still young in the game. What would you say is your highlights, so far?
Yo, so far, highlights is just going to KZN recently. We went to KZN and it was just amazing. It just showed me so it was just amazing.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
And talk to us about who else you want to collaborate with, both in South Africa and outside of South Africa. Who are your ultimates?
Yo, for now, I would definitely love to work with Usmamani. I would really love to work with him.
I see that.
And outside of South Africa, it could be Fireboy.
Ooh, that's a nice option.
Yeah, I feel like we have the same vibe, so yeah.
Oh, come on. Well, listen, this guy's about to give you a vibe and a half of Zanzi. Already we feel the vibes from just his great energy, but then you need to hear his music on top of that if you haven't already, because he is a sensation. We're going to be winning in the best way when we watch him perform, but first, let's see how you can win with the lotto.
All right.
So many ways to
say
win.
it for me.
It's a lot of money, Gray. You ready?
Okay.
100 million rand. Mzansi, the Powerball jackpot is here, and I want you to win this Tuesday. Yes, you heard me right. 100 million is the total estimated jackpot today. It's going to be a happy Tuesday, I think, for somebody.
I hope so, man. There will be signs, I have a feeling. So what are you waiting for? Get yourself in the running. You can buy your tickets in store with a smile. Get that good karma flowing. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use your mobile app. You can use your cell phone banking. You can simply dial *120 *7529# for all the USSD. Just do it.
Definitely. So many ways you can get in touch with potentially winning, and it could be yours. Now, we posted that, of course, on our Expresso social media pages. And check them out as you panda pusher play Powerball for an estimated 100 million rand jackpot today. And you could just hit it lucky.
I want to put that on a t-shirt, just 100 million. Can I walk around like that?
Well,
someone who feels like $1 million, Mawelele, is going to be performing in Johannesburg. Incredible journey that comes to a head in an incredible performance. It's going to feel like a Friday. Stick around.
Oh, Mzansi, I'm crossing fingers for you. All the best. But today, I don't have to cross fingers for you to have a great day, because we are ending things off with a bang, baby. His name is Mawelele, and today he is performing his new song, All My Life, featuring Questa. Come on!
Oh, na, 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 na. Yeah. Only to me, now getaway now. Yeah. Yabona abantu abanderstand, yeah. Ukuthi mina nawe siyophelela kufeni. Take my heart, take my soul. I'll die for you, die for you. Yabona abantu abanderstand, yeah. ngicela ungawali isithando sami oh sithando sami inhliziyo yami ikhethe wena ikhethe wena angithi all my life all my hours ngifisa ukumbona nguwe ngifisa ukumbona nguwe ngifisa ukumbona nguwe ngifisa ukumbona nguwe
abantu obani bona lento ingamnawo mangiyibona khululeka sokhuphuka sehle ngeke ukhule wedwa and ukhulu kuseza ya uNkulunkulu mkhulu vele okwethu ukukhuleka kuze kukhuleke size sikhokhobe ngibe umkhulu uzoba ugogo okay cool let's inhliziyo izozima ithi strupel bazoyithola isagcwele ithi mfi mayishukela usangishubela ngazivukela wangivusela wazivukela wazincukela istuff sakho fact yabona abantu aba-understand
ukuthi mina nawe we were meant for each other wedalibamba isandla sami hamba nami siyoqala impilo phesheya yabona emhlabeni uthando lunjena lutholakali kodwa ukuthanda wena dala kuyona mistake ukuthanda nguwe dala ukuthanda nguwe kumnandi njenge-milkshake all my life ngosuku lwami logcine ngifisa ukumbona nguwe wedali mamela imizwa yami ithola ukukhanya inhliziyo yami ithola ikhaya uyisibani sempilo yami ngicela ungawali isithando sami oh sithando sami inhliziyo yami ikhethe wena ikhethe wena angithi all my life
Another feel-good production.